Mistakes. I apologize for my glaring failures. I'm a terrible streamer. I'm a boomer. I deserve all the awful things to happen to me this year because I ruined the first stream of the year. And I suck. I'm just going to debase myself for the next few minutes while I get my Rumble going. I was about to seriously just start without Rumble, but I can't do that, man. I'm trying to take all this stuff seriously. I'm trying to utilize it, all these sites. So yeah, man, we got to get this party started. Let me make sure that my chat window is up. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Ooh. Are you aware that I'm aware there's no video, rookie. It's coming right now. I had to do this all over again. All right, we're recording. Let's go. All right, guys. I should have audio. It should be working. I apologize for just for that glitch. Oh wait, are we back? Hold up. All right. Can you guys hear me now? Is my audio good? Am I still on audio cell? Okay. All right. Powering it off and powering it on appears to have done the trick. Dude, I don't know why it fucking does that. Something is peaking, and I'm looking at the levels here, and I honestly don't understand what it could be. Let me see. You said it's too loud. Okay, well, I just reduced. Here, I gotta reduce these guys just a little bit. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and start. I'm gonna start the recording. All right, I gotta do my spiel, guys. All right, so starting from the top. Greetings once again, everyone. I'm glad to be here for another exciting episode of the watchfrogs. I appreciate every single one of you being here. It's a brand new year. Now, before we begin, I am live on dlive, Trovo, KEKEKKEKEK, Facebook, Rumble, X, Twitch.tv, and YouTube. For those who enjoy or prefer the audio-only experience of the show, you can head over to Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or anywhere else where podcasts exist. Of course, links are always in the description. There are also a handful of other ways to support the show and keep me independent. Feel free to head over to my Subscribe Star, my locals page, or toss me a generous donation in my Cash App. I greatly appreciate it. Holy fuck, let's get on with the show. Is my audio's there? Okay, it's still there. I like look up and then I look down and I'm like in fear that my shit's gonna be all fucked up. All right. Oh my goodness. No, you made it loud. I made it louder? Is it really louder? Hold up. I am so sorry if it's like unbelievably loud. All right. Maybe this is better. I don't know. Now I sound too quiet. What if we are video only viewers? We want a mime show. It's okay. I don't know. I feel like it's too quiet. I'm just gonna peek it up just a little bit. And the audio levels on OBS look good. Everything looks good. All right, we're just gonna get started. My goodness, I lost my train of thought because I've been scrambling to get this thing working. Hold up. Let me make sure that everything is good. Good in the hood on Rumble. Everything is good in the hood with my Facebook. All right, we're live everywhere. Hi, Rumble people. Hi, Facebook people. Everyone else, still too loud. Oh my fucking. Okay, hold up. All right, there we go. I lowered it. I lowered it quite a bit. I honestly did lower it quite a bit. Is that better? Face green smiling. God damn it, dude! If you're fucking with me, it looks like you glued your hair to your forehead. I did not glue my hair to my forehead. Motherfuckers. Oh my god. All right, so I guess the new year is just to fuck with me. And you know what? For no reason. All right. There's mutiny in the chat. I'm being fucking trolled. I'm being trolled relentlessly. Oh my fucking god. You guys are such bastards. All right. I'm trusting my levels. All right. I've been doing this long enough. I'm trusting my shit. We got to get started with the show. We got everybody. Everyone's here on Rumble, Facebook, YouTube, everywhere else. Everyone's fucking here. Everyone's accounted for. We're recording. I don't know what I did to break it earlier. I'm hoping that doesn't happen again. So I wanted to talk about Calendar Gate before we begin. I put on my robe and wizard hat. I'm not gonna ban you, Raisin. I don't ban people for lawful speech. Oh, dude, what's everybody's New Year's resolution? I gotta get a haircut. I gotta shave the pubes off my face. I'm growing like a coat beard. People are gonna think I'm part of like the Geeks and Gamer crew, and I don't want that. I'd rather them think I'm gay or something. I'd rather be caught at a gay nightclub than be a part of their friend group because they're a bunch of fucking idiots. But man, we got quite a bit going on. The Calendar Gate stuff is really. I wanted to do a standalone video for this. My New Year's resolution is to get a big booty Latina like AOC. Dude, big booty Latina like AOC. It's not a bad New Year's resolution. As long as it's, I don't know what it is about AOC. I just don't find her attractive. Like a lot of dudes that I've talked to, like about politics or just like women, you know, like AOC. They're like, oh yeah, dude, she's hot. I just never seen her that way. Like I can never find myself attracted to somebody like her. And I think it's just because she opens her mouth. I'm sure like if I never met AOC or she was never a celebrity, I don't know, maybe that opinion would probably change, but as of now I'm just like I don't see it. Let's see. I meditate to regain my mana before casting level 8 bitch slaps of the mighty beyondness. All right, rookie. Settle down, you. Let's see. Latina with big booties are nice. I think any woman with a big booty is nice. she's got to have a decent personality because you got to listen to that. Speaking of women and their booties, ultra right beer is all the rage on the conservative right, on the griftosphere right, and I'm not gonna buy this shit. I think this is pretty stupid. However, the calendar is pretty interesting. Now, I don't know who conservative dad is. I don't really care. I don't really follow people just because they're conservatives. I like to follow people who are interesting and talented, and that sort of thing. However, this calendar was just dropped for $25. It's a little too expensive for my taste. All right. I guess my microphone is back. All right. This probably has something to do with the recording. I don't know why it was doing this. One second, you guys. All right. All right. I'm hoping you guys can hear me. All right. This is now the watch chair. I know, dude. This is awful. This is like easily one of the worst shows I've ever fucking done. I'm so embarrassed. It's the beginning of 2024 and my show is falling apart. And I don't understand why. And it's driving me fucking crazy. All right, well, dude, I'm like losing my train of thought. Like I almost like don't even want to fucking stream for the rest of the night because I'm so salty. Bring back the chair. No. No. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. All right. So everything seems to work for now. Honestly, I think it might have to do with I don't even want to fucking think about it. Let's just get into the topic at hand. All right. So to summarize, really quick, calendar gay. Two griftosphere groups on the right. You got the fake conservative grifters, and you also have the ultra right Catholic bros, the baby Jesus grifters on the right, and they're basically chimping out over the calendar, saying that it's softcore porn. We're gonna get into that in a second. But you might recognize some of these women here, like this chick right here. I think that's Riley Gaines. I could be wrong. This is Ashley St. Clair. Now, again, I'm going to get somewhere with this. I don't know who this is. I think that's Riley Gaines again. This is Kimberly Klasick. She had a failed congressional candidacy, and she lost. She did go viral for a second, but it didn't go over too well. And then, of course, so you have all these women throughout the calendar. And then at the very back of the calendar, you have, I guess, what is conservative dad playing with his children. I mean, this calendar is all over the place. Oh, yeah, Dana Lausch from the NRA. She's on here. I don't believe that Dana Lausch is a conservative at all. I think she kind of sucks. We have the redheaded libertarian, All right, so Josie is her name. She's on the Tim Pool, the Simp Pool podcast. Yeah, so she's not even she's not even a fucking conservative, and she's on the cover of this thing, or she's on one of the months. This doesn't make a lot of sense to me, you guys. Uh, Not sure what's going on here. And Ashley St. Clair is for sure 100% not a conservative. Now what am I talking about this calendar? Again, so you have these two groups competing amongst each other for clout, competing amongst each other for attention. They're trying to one up each other with their own virtue signaling. The people on the right like to pretend that like it's only liberals that virtue signal, and that's just not accurate at all. That's not true in any meaningful way. The right does it as well, or members of the right do it as well, and we see it with religion, like CJ Bryson and his shitty rap music. That guy like does the whole baby Jesus grift, but like the dude's a total thug. He's super fucking ghetto. I don't understand why he's so popular. He did like a couple songs that went viral about Joe Biden being horrible, and ever since then people just grovel at his feet and they kiss his ass because I don't know. I guess he makes the other conservatives that are orbiting him look cool. I guess it gives him like street cred or something. I don't really know. I don't really know what the deal is with him. Let's say Gio is turning into Biden. I guess I am turning into Biden. I could write you a long dissertation about why. No, this is shut up, rookie. I don't want to hear your negativity right now. You glued your hair back down when you moved off the camera. Oh god. Hold up. All right, guys, sorry. I didn't mean to do that, zombie bomb. All right, so if you head on over to Twitter. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to show you guys something that I discovered over the weekend. I sent this over to Professor Chronic because I know he'd be a lot meaner than I am. But if we scroll down quite a bit. All right, so this is what initially went viral. Friend of the channel, Cool Hand James. Maybe instead of making mid-thought calendars, they should work on getting their dropship scam beer prices down from $20 for a 6-pack permanently. Yeah, $20 for a 6-pack of beer. I think it used to be $30. All right, so this is Josie, the redheaded libertarian. Now she's blocking people for sending her this image. So Cool Hand James, once again, extremely careful filtering versus reality. So this is how Josie, the libertarian, who's on the conservative calendar, presents herself. And this is what she actually looks like. Again, I'm not one to mock someone's appearance, and I'm certainly not doing that. But, when I see a woman being snooty and stuck up, I just can't help but hold them accountable. And I can't help but fucking tease them. I have the same measurements as Marilyn Monroe, says the red-headed libertarian. Height, weight, hips, bust, waist, shoe size. Cope. Yeah, I don't think you understand the word cope. I don't think you understand what that means, sweetheart. But again, it's just like I don't really care about the calendar's existence or the women that are in it. I mean, some of them are pretty, but yeah, this ain't it. Like, when you got a shitty attitude and you're in the public, like, do people are gonna tease you and mock you relentlessly? Like, Cool Hand James got blocked by her. Obviously, I can still see her tweets. Now, I wanted to get into. Oh yeah, here's an example of some of the baby Jesus aspect, the baby Jesus grift aspect of this scandal here. So Jenna Ellis, former President Trump's legal counsel, it's really the most pathetic, non-responsive ad hom to suggest the Christian men and women who object to softcore porn calendar are jealous. No, we're Christian. Glad to see men like Johnny Root standing firm for morality. Okay, so I showed you guys in the beginning of the show what that calendar looked like and what was inside of it. None of it was porn. None of it was softcore anything. It was just women, middle-aged women. There's nothing wrong with it. John Root, I have this stunning woman of God who will become my wife in a few months. I'm good, bro. I don't even know what this is in response to. I don't really care. But I'm talking about this because I don't really give a fuck about the calendar. But I just wish more people placed emphasis on the fact that some of the women in that calendar are not even conservative. And again, if they want to grift, they want to grift. But I'm just spreading awareness at this point, okay? So the women in that calendar are not conservative, and the women bitching, and the morons like Jenna Ellis bitching about it, they're not moral people. They're not good Christians. They're not representatives of the faith at all. Both of these groups are just morally posturing. And here's one of the women that was featured in the calendar. Her name is Ashley St. Clair. Believe it or not, Hunter Cryalone did a really excellent video on her. back when he was based, if you will. Let's go ahead and watch this really quick. See what's going on.
My audience, but I feel like I need to say it for record's sake. A lot of the rhetoric happening on the right, women are fed up with. On this manosphere right-wing side of things, women are relatively repulsed by this. And these are women who most of you would die to have pregnant and barefoot in your kitchen.
All right, yeah. Relatively repulsed. Relatively repulsed. And you know what? She's probably right. Young men, or just men in general, who are clinging to the manosphere or the red pill movement, clinging towards men's rights activist groups, and they are advocating on behalf of men. It does disgust women when men are defending themselves, standing up for themselves. It does look pretty harsh. It does look pretty bad, and men in Western society, I can only speak for the U.S. I'm not speaking for the rest of the world, but here in America, men have been getting a raw deal. Now, there are people within the griftosphere or within the manosphere, which there's plenty of grifters in that space as well, that are bad representatives of men and that are doing absolutely nothing to advance men's rights in the U.S. And maybe they're repulsive, but it's got nothing to do with me because this is not a men's rights channel or anything like that. But let's let her finish her thoughts because she makes a whole slew of videos in this hideous dress. I don't know what she's wearing. Oh, sweetheart.
And they want nothing to do with you. Because for whatever reason, this discourse has been relatively one-sided about women and women's body counts and women's behavior without any regard for the individuals on the other side of those interactions.
I think body count does matter. Again, I'm not really big on the the manosphere side of things. I'm not, that's not really what I do here on the channel. But speaking as a dude who is dating, who is seriously dating and going out there in the real world, and again, am I shaming women or mocking them or being mean? No, but I do have my preferences, and I am honest about those. For those who ask, of course. And there's nothing wrong with that. And of course, men amongst themselves are having these conversations, and it is repulsive to somebody like Ashley St. Clair. And believe me, we're going to get more into her past. And again, your boy comes with receipts.
And I'm the mother of a young boy. And I vehemently disagree with the rhetoric that all men are evil and, the feminist rhetoric, particularly in 2016, 2017. But there should be a discussion, an honest discussion about both sides of the sexual revolution and what's happened. And it's just not happening. For whatever reason, it is right-wing porn to demean women. And there's going to be people who hate this. But I'm telling you how it is before you get slapped in the face in 5 years and wonder why none of these women want to settle down, because so many of them are repulsed by what's happening. They are repulsed by the rhetoric happening. They are repulsed that there's so much emphasis on the behavior of women, while men can name more people on their fantasy leagues than they can name members of the school boards in which their children go to school.
Yeah, that's certainly a problem, but that has nothing to do with your body count and your actions. Maybe it would be more appropriate to say, oh, well, these men know more about their fantasy football league than they do, things going on in my personal life. Well, maybe they're not interested in what's happening in your personal life because of your personality and because of the baggage that you come with, Ashley St. Clair. Okay, so Rookie in the chat. Oh my God, that trash bag is so pretty. Ashley St. Clair's kind of cute, but she's got a horrible personality. She's the cutest sack of garbage I ever saw. Yeah, dude, this outfit does look like a trash bag. I just think someone should tell her the Bible says she ain't allowed to preach. I know, right? I'm sure somebody already has. But
and so, I hope we can get there. And maybe some of this vitriolic rhetoric is the stepping stone, is a silver lining. It opens the door to some of these more honest discussions.
And what honest discussion would that be? Hey, men, tone it down with your personal opinions. And by the way, I fucked 20 dudes and you got to be okay with it. I don't know what conversation needs to happen. If I'm on a date with a woman, or let's say I'm going with a girl for a few days or a week, and then I find out she's been with like 30 dudes, What else is there to say? Let's continue.
But what's happening now, I'm gonna tell you, women are not happy, and you can say whatever, you don't care. Women, not repeal the 19th. Women.
Yeah, well, that repeal the 19th stuff is kind of retarded and cringe. Also, I don't believe most people should be voting anyways. And again, I also don't care what most people think, let alone women like Ashley Sinclair. Also, Jane Francois Jerepi. This is the video that Ashley Sinclair deleted before she went on the X rant, reporting false allegations against me. Never forget that these people have nothing but contempt for white males. Do not care about lying about them and are only in the right wing to get you out of it. That is absolutely correct. Now, I don't know who Stu Peters is, but I mean, do you guys? There's gonna be some captions in this video. I'm gonna have to read them for you. All right, here we go.
Okay, last one, I swear, but I need to say, I'm not a conservative.
There you go. There you go. Okay, so Ashley Sinclair, first words out of her mouth in this second video, because she was doing this rant. She was ranting all night. I'm not a conservative, but she was featured on Conservative Dad's right-wing conservative calendar. Interesting.
I'm not a conservative. I'm not a conservative. I don't want any part of whatever this.
Now, there's a photo on the screen of Ashley Sinclair when she's much younger, and she didn't have a nose job at the time. Still kind of cute, I guess. But and she's simulating sucking cock in this image. I mean, it's probably a joke. It's not a big deal, but I'm just letting the viewers know.
This weirdness is going on. I don't agree with it. I think a lot of you guys are going to look back in 10 years and say, where the hell did my country go?
All right. So she's still on about, men placing emphasis on the dating stuff, the women's stuff, the body count stuff. And on the screen, there's a caption. It's not a caption, it's a screenshot of Ashley Sinclair's former Twitter handle, which was Sex Laptop. Now I'm going to read this tweet for you guys, for the audio-only listeners, etc. I love big black cock, says Ashley Sinclair. I want a big black N-word named Tyrone to destroy me. She allegedly, in a video game, according to my resources, was sending explicit images to thirsty men on Twitter before it was known as X, before she was a conservative grifter. And think about all the things that she just said. She wants to steer men away from advocating on their own behalf. So when a man goes out in the real world and says, you know what, I demand a woman who doesn't belong to the streets. I demand a woman who doesn't have all this baggage. I want a woman that's respectable. I don't want to be laughed at when I'm in public when I'm with my significant other. Ashley Sinclair wants to have an honest conversation about that and wants young men to disregard their personally held beliefs, disregard their principles, disregard their well-being. That's who she is. If you both stay real still, and then you only squeeze and pump from the inside, it does not count. Oh, God. No comment. Let's continue.
With zero introspection for the vast amounts of time you've wasted on meaningless discourse by design, about women and body counts and hating women and repeal the 19th and blah, blah, blah.
I'll give her that. Conversations about the 19th Amendment, meaningless. Stop doing it, you guys. It's cringe.
I am too traditional for the left. Not traditional enough.
There's nothing traditional about you, Ashley Sinclair. Another post on the screen from Ashley Sinclair herself reads, Daddy needs to spank me.
For the right. I consider myself a normal person from 10 years ago, and the only thing I care about is making a better country, better world for my children, for my son.
Let's see. My time on Twitter is accomplished after I saw those sex laptop nudes.
And I think many of you are insane. I think you're insane people who many of you should be institutionalized.
Did you beg for BBC on the internet? You're a single mother. You failed your children. You failed to secure a happy home for your kids. You've said the most disgusting, depraved shit online. Worse than anything I've ever said. Don't you fucking dare come with these accusations that we're crazy people or that we're weird. I think you're fucking weird.
Frankly.
Said, can we be cousins because I would fuck my cousin.
By the way, this is a clip from Ashley St. Clair. Let me back this up really quick. This is a young little Ashley St. Clair. I don't know how old she is. Dude, she looks like she's probably 15 or 16 years old in this video.
Frankly.
Said, can we be cousins because I would fuck my cousin. Can I be black?
Interesting. There's more. Let me see. I can't even say that. But you know, Ashley St. Clair has a history of doing shit like this. Counter signaling MAGA, counter signaling you know, the messaging of genuine members of the right who are trying to push for sensible immigration reform, if you will. Not even reform, just sensible you know, genuine enforcement of the laws. Deport illegal aliens, build the fucking wall, get rid of the anchor babies, etc. You know, common sense stuff. She counter signals that. Again, this is a person featured on a conservative magazine at the end of 2023, December of 2023.
The right's losing elections because this identity
Oh, let me turn this audio up.
politics. So, like in Colorado, the biggest issue among Republican voters is immigration. You know how many illegal immigrants we have here? Like fucking 12. Not literally.
Right.
It's not 12.
It's not an issue, but that's the top issue among Colorado Republican voters, and the top issue among Democrats is education, things that actually matter. And so they're just screwing themselves over with this identity politics and build the wall, and this is all we care about.
It's just like it's not going to happen. Like the whites are having less kids. There's essentially zero white.
Yeah, because there's certain nefarious groups in the country that are pushing Western men, people of European origin, people of European stock, pushing them to place their emphasis on Bud Light boycotts that are fruitless, place emphasis on cuckball, place emphasis on bullshit, meaningless nonsense like fantasy football leagues. Again, I don't entirely disagree with everything that Ashley St. Clair was saying, but I mean, she's trying to, like, you know, weasel her way into, like, her being on the receiving end of this horrible attention that she doesn't really want, this negative attention, but she's gonna get it. I mean, that's a reality. People of European stock are set up to fail in this country, and they're treated like shit. They're basically strangers in their own country, and of course they're not gonna have kids. Many of them are, you know, pumped full of drugs, SSRIs, etc., because things are so daft.
Immigration. The whites are going to lose the majority stake in this country in 20, 30 years, inevitably. Like, let's move on to something else now. Like, that's going to happen.
All right, so what would we move on to? So, family is the most important thing. So when you got these young guys, or just you got guys in general talking about planning for a family, talking about planning for a partner, Ashley St. Clair says, no. Disregard your principles, disregard the body count stuff, disregard your personal beliefs. You need to, you know, dial it down. All right, well, the people in my country don't look like me anymore. The people in my country don't speak my language anymore. The people in my country are committing all these violent crimes. I think we should build the wall. Ashley St. Clair and this goofball. No. We useless endeavor. Waste of time. Fuck the wall. Fuck immigration reform. Fuck borders. Fuck laws and shit. Let's move on to something else, Ashley St. Clair says. What are we supposed to move on to? Let's talk about how Star Wars is introducing another homosexual character. That's what they want to focus on. Let's talk about, you know, fucking dudes taking a shit in the women's bathroom. Let's talk about girls' sports. Yeah, that'll win people over. Let's talk about fucking Bud Light for the millionth fucking time. Oh no, the rainbow people are upset about Chick-fil-A. Let's go consume product to own the libs. Buy $30 6-packs of beer to own the libs. Never mind having people who are well-meaning run for office within their county, within their district. Never mind people organizing, volunteering for, local candidates who need all the love and support they can get to push back against all the culture war bullshit that Ashley Sinclair wastes her time with, or wastes her viewers or fans' times with. And this is largely why I've been kind of pulling back away from a lot of the so-called right, whatever that may be. A lot of members of the griftosphere, and why I'm so unfettered in my speech, especially when I'm talking about other people. Now, I don't really want to take shots nonstop or make this like a drama channel or anything, because my specific focus is always going to be, immigration, art, just real world shit, election integrity. And these people are going to come up every once in a while. And I'm putting on the fucking gloves, and I'm not going to stop swinging. I'm sick of people like Jeremy from the Quartering. I'm sick of people like Ashley Sinclair, Jack Murphy, Tim Pool, Eliza Blue. I could go on. Nina Infinity, the Star Wars girl. All these people are fucking losers. All the DeSantis bros are all grifters. Jenna Ellis, Kyle Kalinske, Anna Kasparian grifter, Destiny, total fucking hack. Scuba Steve. I just fucking left a comment on his video. I can't stand that guy. That guy's a fucking idiot. I just don't like these fucking losers, these do-nothing morons who have no skills, no talent, no real-world experience, and like almost anything that they talk about. They're just a bunch of parasites who talk for a living. And they sap money and energy out of real grassroots movements. And whenever I talk about, pushing back against the left in a meaningful way, running for a school board, being a precinct captain, caucusing, phone banking, being the chair of your Republican Party, your local Republican Party, and having a say in what your party does. Like, all of that is more meaningful than going on the internet and drinking far ultra right wing beer. And in some cases, to be fair, going online and just like being like ruthless towards women who you don't know is also not a good thing, and not something that I endorse either. These people are just here to waste your time. But there's more. There's a lot more. Look at this. This fucking bitch was melting down all fucking night. I don't care if these people like me or not. I'm a man of the people. My channel's for everybody. And, I want to help people out, making puppets and having fun. People want to do, I'll do the tech stuff. I help people with their audio equipment, which is it's kind of a bad thing given all the audio problems I've had tonight. I'm going to resolve those. So next week, we're not going to have this problem. Let's watch this short clip. Let's see what happens here with Ashley Sinclair's meltdown. Let me turn the audio up for you guys really quick.
How am I ever going to recover? Stu Peters, who no one's ever heard of, who was just begging me to be on his show just a few days ago.
I don't believe you.
To which I declined because he's an anti-Semitic rat. But given, I don't think he knew I was a dirty J-word, a dirty Jew, before he invited me on.
Every single time. Oh, fucking A, man. Oh, Jesus Christ. Woo. I saw this video a long time ago of Ashley Sinclair. She was hanging out with this fucking broad, Angela Balsamino. The Unity ticket, or are you purchasing? So Ashley Sinclair is walking down with Angela. Yeah, Angela is like one of the farthest left. She's one of the original hashtag resistors. And then she kind of leaned into the whole like, oh, I'm an old middle-aged single childless woman. She just got just ruthlessly fucking mocked. So now she kind of leans into like being a libtard that's like self-aware, but she's still a libtard at the end of the day. But I mean, I kind of like her. I think she's funny. All right. There's more though, I think. Let's see what else we got here. The right-wing griftosphere. Yeah, there's just so many of these fuckers, man. So many of them. Yeah, the Marilyn Monroe comment. Jesus Christ, dude. Yeah, Steve Peters writes, why does she keep referring to herself as a dirty J word? Is she implying that Jays are dirty, or is she stating that she is dirty and also happens to be a Jay? I don't know what to say about this, you guys. And there's some images here. Oh yeah, Stu Peters is being throttled by Elon Musk. Ashley Sinclair's connected, so I don't know. They're probably gonna come after me now. So now I pissed off the Eric July cucks. Now the Ashley Sinclair simps are gonna come after me. Let me see. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything before we move on. I guess also in a similar vein, I'm gonna speed this video up because 3 minutes is too long. Turn the audio up.
The truth is very hard to accept. You know what? This whole red pill podcast movement here, it is doing exactly to men what feminism has done to women. There is no difference. Truly, it is wild to see things like this. And hey, I get it. Marriage, guys do get a shitty deal a lot of the times, but so do women. It happens. I understand that part, but you do know that this is the rhetoric that feminism started to make women think they don't need men, fuck men. Y'all are doing the same. The way I see you speak about women, not all women are like that. I don't think all men are terrible. I never did. I thought that was a bunch of bullshit. They just wanted to divide us, and somehow we're falling for it. I don't know if it's because you genuinely hate women, you can't get them, but if you have this kind of attitude, well, of course you're not going to get women. It's the new feminism, but it's like manism. You are hateful, and just, I don't know what you think is going to be accomplished by doing this. The same thing that I don't know what feminism accomplished. Not much. It fucking sucks, I'll tell you that. I think we got the raw end of the deal there. But I mean, in the end, it's just dividing. Once again, and y'all are falling for it. And I just want you to know, from someone that does know, people in this space that you may not, a lot of these people who claim to live these, these lives that are just alpha, and they don't. They chase whores, they cheat on their wives, they do drugs, they're living nothing. Like they are, and some of them are just straight up fucking pathetic, okay? Like all these red pill dudes out here acting like, oh, I don't want no girl that has OF, and bullshit. Bullshit, dude. I see it. I have DMs. Some of them even are married. And guess what? I told their wife, because, no, I'm good. Yeah, and you can say whatever you want about me. I don't need to have an OnlyFans. I choose to do it. I actually have a career. So you can go ahead and say whatever you want. Yeah, I work in oil and gas, so I don't need to do it. I do it because I want to. And if I don't want to, or if I date someone that doesn't want me to, then I just won't. But a lot of these dudes out here are lying their asses off, taking your money, and not living anywhere near what they preach to y'all. They're just making you bitter and hateful, just like feminism has done to so many women. And now they're miserable, they have a million cats, they cut their hair off, and that is going to be y'all. The incel version. And there's no such thing as an incel. Go fucking pay for it if you're that fucking down and out, alright? Who cares? Okay, you're going to pay for it one way or another. You're taking them out, you're buying this, doing that. Everyone is selling something, okay? It's just how honest are they?
All right, we got some comments here. Let's see. Opposite over hypnotus. I can't even read that. It's too far away. Dipshit. I knew a chick from lit forums that disappeared into the convention scene. She looked exactly like this chick, but was blonde and southern as fuck, and she had the same name. I have DMs from married women. You know what I did? I didn't tell their husbands because I don't want to get shot. I always wonder if this is her, maybe, but she was older than I am. I don't know. Did she not hear about incel tax? When you pay for it, you're in the incel, you pay more. I have no idea what the incel tax is. I don't know anything. I don't know too much about like incel culture, except the fact that it's mostly just like them not getting laid, and people place a lot of emphasis on that. So I recall I ended up responding to this. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see. Of course, she has an OnlyFans. Let's see. She replies, "Yes, good eye, Sherlock." Is honestly, I agree with a lot of what you said, but I don't respect or like OnlyFans streetwalkers. I should have said sluts. I don't see you dorks as real people, which I don't. Good luck finding love and not dudes who will only see you as a cum dumpster, which is what you are. LOL. Yeah, that's what she is. Leanne Starr. I don't know. You said you know her. There is, again, some of these people have been, even though I disagree with them, even though I don't really see them as human beings, every now and then they do have valid points. Every now and then they do say things that are kind of true. And again, it's like, I don't want to attach myself to any group. I don't want to attach myself to any movement, if you will. And I'm also just generally not hateful. Illiterate idiot. Fuck you, rookie. I can't fucking see my goddamn chat because it's so far away. How fucking dare you insult? I'm kidding. But I can't see. It's too far away. I don't know. She was like 10 years older than me, but that was her name. Well, I don't know how old you are. And I don't know how old Leanne Starr is. But yeah, for the audio only listeners, she's leaned over. She's kind of hunched over the desk. Her baggage, her little fun bags are kind of like dangling around. She knows what she's doing. And she beat 55, maybe nearly. Dude, does this person look like she's 55 or 60? Dude, this chick looks like she's at least 30. G associates himself as a frog. We are all frogs on the trunk of a tree watching. I know, right? Where are the fun bags? I see a flat chest. Oh, there was like there was a little a scene there, a little second where, you know, they're jiggling around. But anyways, on the right, there is a tendency for certain creators to emphasize hate and anger, and like let's just set aside all that shit really quick. People are gravitating towards the manosphere, if you will, for lack of better words, the manosphere. I was going to call it that for the rest of the show. People are gravitating towards that because they've been rejected, they've been hurt, and men are being treated unfairly. All those things are true. The solution to overcoming rejection, overcoming pain, and overcoming being abused or not having representation is to stand up for yourself and to fight back and not move forward in life with anger and resentment in your heart. It's not going to get you anywhere. And again, I've been hurt. I've been betrayed. I've been disenfranchised. You know, I'll get personal really quick. I kind of talked about it in the past before on streams, but like my college sweetheart of 4 years, she leaves me when I am dying. I was not working for nearly 6 months because I had the whooping cough. I was dying of it. I nearly died, and she left. She left as soon as I got sick. So for the entire time, I was sick for a year. So I was sick the whole time. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. Overwhelming sadness, of course, but not a lot of anger or hatred. Almost none, to be exact. It's almost scary because I'm, you know, I can hold a grudge if I really wanted to, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to move forward in that direction, and I ended up falling in love with this really beautiful redhead. But that didn't work out because she had her own problems, and I had to. But it would have worked had she not been so fucking weird and crazy. Being angry and resentful and putting down women is not the winning strategy if you want to fall in love again. If you do find somebody, one of the best pieces of advice, the only thing I can say is just don't bore her. Doesn't matter if she's a nerd or likes to go out, just don't bore her. And she'll stick around. But streetwalkers like this, you know, every now and then they'll be right. Every now and then they'll say things that are true. But yeah, we got to move on to the stories really quick. There's not that many. It's going to be a light show. I'm honestly still stressed out about the, whatchamacallit, the fucking, the audio issues that I was having. Geo is into crazy women, confirm. How do you not like AOC's crazy eyes? I don't know, dude. Maybe it's not the eyes per se. It's her fucking voice. I can't stand women who sound like AOC and have her political beliefs at the same. Maybe one or the other. It's got to be one or the other. If she's gonna have commie beliefs, she's got to be a bad bitch, and she's got to be pleasant to be around. If she's not gonna be a bad bitch, and she's not gonna be, you know, have that baggage, like one or the other. Pick one. That's basically all I can say. All right. Air Force Academy privately fretted the end of race-based admissions would hamstring diversity goals. So diversity is taking a backseat because we are now in the year of 2024, and we are on the brink of World War III. The U.S. is fighting two wars, one in Israel and the other in Ukraine. and we are losing the fight in Ukraine and the conflict in the Middle East. We've lost that propaganda war. It seems like Hamas has won. The Air Force Academy's top official worried the Supreme Court's decision that race-based admissions were unconstitutional would set back the service's war-fighting imperative of building a racially diverse military, according to email obtained by the Daily Caller News Foundation on June 30th, 2023. Lieutenant General Richard Clark, the Air Force Academy superintendent, wrote a preview of the consequences that the Supreme Court's decision striking down affirmative action would have for service academies' abilities to judge candidates on the basis of race, according to the email. The DCNF obtained through a Freedom of Information Act request. Although the justices did not overtly apply the decision to military schools, the records show how the Air Force Academy scrambled to minimize the impact of the June 29th decision on racial diversity goals. I think they're pretending to scramble. I think this is an act. They need to pretend that they give a crap about the stunning and brave, diverse community, if there is such a thing. What they see this as a way out. They were probably going to do this anyways, but they wanted a way out of the diversity bullshit. For those who, I've been documenting this. I've been talking about this for exactly a year now. And the military is struggling to recruit people. They're struggling to retain its members. As soon as they do their 4 years or their 6 years, they leave. And they don't want anything to do with it. And a lot of people just don't have anything positive to say about their military service. They were probably going to do this anyways. And their diversity goals aren't suffering. If not because of this, they were suffering because diverse people, the stunning and brave people, don't want to join the military. Why would they? Their life is in easy mode right now if they're in the U.S., legal or otherwise. They get all this free stuff. They get free healthcare. They get free education. They get free housing. They get free everything. Why would they join the military and fight for a country they don't even know anything about, like Israel or Ukraine? They've never been there. They probably couldn't even point it out on a map. Makes a lot of sense to me. So yeah, the military is coping, and again, they're trying to minimize. They're trying to make it seem like they're like, oh God, we really want to suck the dicks of black and brown people, but we just can't anymore because of Trump's Supreme Court justice. Ugh, now we got to just let everybody in the military. We're not gonna exclude people. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. They're trying to make it seem like here's what I see. They're trying to entice young men of European stock to join the military. They're like, oh God, they can join now all of a sudden. Oh, I guess we're gonna have to let them in. And then some white dude is gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna stick it to the military. I'm gonna join and sign up, and that'll show them. You're not the best way to smite these bastards is to not join. Don't fight for the regime. Don't fight on behalf of the regime. Don't support their wars. Just step away. It's the best thing that we can do. Step away. Fuck the military. Chicago mayor pleads for federal help as he sounds alarm on border crisis. Country is now at stake. Well, that's not what he was saying just a few minutes ago. Well, I got to turn the audio up.
Support that we receive from the federal government, we appreciate that. Work authorization to put people on the pathway to sustainability, I certainly appreciate that. And without real significant investment from our federal government, it won't just be the city of Chicago that won't be able to maintain this mission. It's the entire country that is now at stake. But in no way what the state of Texas is doing is helping the cause. As much as we recognize that there are challenges, significant challenges at the border.
No, dude, you said you want those people in the country. You said they're better Americans than people who look like Jared Taylor. Fuck this mayor. Oh, let me read some of this really quick. Yeah, all those people coming across the border, they're never going to fight. Biden can issue an executive order. If you're an illegal alien, you're an asylum seeker or whatever, you join the military, you fight for Israel, you fight for Ukraine, you get citizenship after the end of your tour. None of them will join. None of them will join. Let's see, General Nutsack writes, if you the right man for her, you never will bore her, and vice versa. That's not true, General Nutsack. There's so many stories in my own personal life and online of men doing everything right in life. They got a good job. They graduated high school. They got a college education. You know, they take care of their bills. They take care of the kids. They take care of the wife. He fulfills all the needs that he can fill, right? He does everything right. But sometimes, you know, things got to fall by the wayside. He can't help out with all the chores that he wants to because he's so tired from working full time. He can't always go out on date night, you know, because the finances just aren't really adding up, and you know they don't got it in the budget to go out to eat at least once a week or whatever. The woman's gonna get bored. My husband doesn't take me out. My husband doesn't take me out dancing. We don't go out to eat as much. He's always tired when he comes home. He doesn't want to fuck. Now I don't find him that appealing because there's been so much distance between us. Now I'm thinking about other men, so now I don't even want to have sex when he wants to. The man did nothing wrong. Maybe the woman, you know, you can argue maybe the woman didn't do anything wrong either. But a bored woman will stray from a relationship, a healthy, happy relationship. She'll stray from a healthy, happy home. Happens all the fucking time, man. I mean, look at the divorce rates. Just go on TikTok and look at all the videos of these women, these young girls. You know, they're on the CC. You guys know what that is. They tell us. Yo, what's up, my dude? Did you like Godzilla -1? I haven't seen it yet. I'm gonna have to pirate it. I bore them all. If that's what is what matters, is what he means. Probably, rookie. Probably. And look, I'm not calling women cars or computers, or dogs, but women, you gotta fucking take them out. You gotta take care of them. You know, like you don't just like marry them and pay all the bills and shit, and they're like, oh, that's enough. You know, as soon as you get home, you're not tired. You're still a husband. If how do I put this? If you want your computer to work, like mine isn't working right now, you got to maintain it, or it's gonna fall apart. If you don't maintain your relationship, it's gonna fall apart. You can still be a good person, you can be an honest man, but if you don't maintain your relationship, it's gonna fall apart. That's just the name of the game. I cried. It's legitimately a good agenda-free film. Yes, Mike Floyd. I can't wait to watch it. I will be pirating it as soon as I can. I think I missed the opportunity. Maybe I'll go tomorrow. I'll take one of my buddies. I'll take one of my best friends. We'll go watch it. If it's still playing in Vegas, I don't know. I have to check. But oh man, that sounds really good. We'll get to that. But anyways, yeah. You know, I had this dog. May he rest in peace, Harley. And I work a lot, so I wasn't always home to give him attention. You know what Harley did? He takes my trash can. He scatters all the fucking trash in the backyard. It took me like an hour to clean it all up because he made such a fucking mess. And that's how women are. If you don't give them attention, you know, they're gonna fucking break shit. They're gonna ruin your life because they get bored. And men do the same shit too. Let's just be honest. Sometimes men stray. Granted, for different reasons, but you know, they do stray. Don't get the man what he wants, you'll find it somewhere else. And that's just the way the cookie crumbles. You know, like cuckball. Cuckball distracts men from doing and taking care of what needs to be taken care of. When I have kids, I'm not going to concern myself with cuckball. I'm not going to concern myself with fantasy football leagues. There's guys out there, people on the right, I'm talking about people on the right, that know everything about fantasy football. They know everything about specific players and all the fucking amazing plays that they've, you know, done. But they don't know they don't know what their kids are learning in school. They don't know who their teachers are. They don't know what their teachers believe. And then one day they find out that their kid's suicidal. Maybe your kid's being bullied. You didn't know about it because you're concerned about Bud Light boycotts. You're concerned about, cuckball and all this other stupid shit. You're worried about Star Wars being too woke. And it's pretty fucking pathetic, man. I mean, people on the right, they've abandoned their kids already. They just don't know it yet. So for now, You're still into cuckball. I am not into cuckball. I don't know anything about football. I don't know the rules. I don't know anything about basketball. I don't fucking watch sports, dude. I'm growing out my fucking hair, ride a motorcycle. I fucking shoot guns. I build guns. I build puppets. I go out, I party. I got fucking time for cuckball. Again, on Super Bowl Sunday or on football Sunday, me and my babies, we're going to go to the fucking water park. We're going to go to the dog park. We're going to go pet animals and shit. We're going to be out in the sun. I'm not going to be sitting there consuming goy slop, consuming far leftist propaganda, listening to the fucking Black National Anthem. I'm not doing any of that shit. I'm going to live my fucking life, and it's not going to be on a screen. It's not going to be, on their terms. I'm just stepping away from it. And that's what a lot of people need to do. They need to step away from this shit. Get away from people like Ashley Sinclair. Get away from the NFL. Get away from all these fucking parasites like Jeremy from The Quartering and Nerdrotic and Eric July, because they're fucking parasites and they're liars. They don't give a fuck about anything or anyone but themselves. This generation gets bored because they do it all wrong. Women aren't the right women and men aren't the right men. People lost their way, brother. I don't know, dude. I don't know about all that. It really just depends. I think the kids are all right, but, there's no genuine leaders out there. There's no genuine artists out. Well, there are, but they're hard to find. They're hard to find. And they're buried underneath a mountain of trash. The trash that takes the form of Eric July, Jeremy from The Quartering, and his shitty dropship coffee, and all these other fucking grifters. I mean, dude, there's grifters in all these fucking categories of content. Linus Tech Tips, fucking total hack. I can go on. But I don't really care about those guys. Because, again, I am a political analyst. I am a content creator. I'm a firearm technician. I'm an electrician. I'm a fucking real-world professional. And pretty much everything that I talk about, I've experienced or done personally or professionally. And I come from a place of fucking knowledge. Unlike some of these fucking hacks, like Stephen Michael Davis, total fucking hack. He's like, oh, I'm an intellectual nerd. Look at me, herder. I'm a libertarian. Dude fucking sucks. He was talking about the election. Here's the deal, man. If you're not an election specialist, you never worked in elections, you never worked for any of these political parties, you never been on the fucking ground, you don't know anything about the way that ballots are made or how elections are really conducted on the ground on the surface level, I don't really give a fuck what you have to say, because he keeps lying and saying that primaries weren't rigged, that the general election wasn't rigged, when it abso-fucking-lutely was. And it's just really annoying. And again, like I can't just attack Destiny and Hunter Avalon for being useless, do-nothing morons when people who are kind of sort of on my side are also the same. Stephen Michael Davis is a total fraud. Another parasite who does nothing for a living except talk. Any day of the week, I will fucking destroy him in a debate. Like he was talking about the... saying that the election in 2016 was not rigged. But it was. It absolutely was. Here, let me turn it up. I hope I don't break it by turning it up. Most people don't know this, but there was a meaningful audit done in Michigan. And President Trump ended up with more votes in Michigan in 2016 when they were meaningfully doing an audit of the votes. And they shut it down. Hillary Clinton had it shut down because it made her look bad. Oh, you motherfucker. I should have known it was you, Raisin. You fucking tricked me again. God damn it. All right, no, I got to just leave a note. Ignore for no reason. Oh, my God, dude. All right, well, this is what I get. This is what I get for fucking indulging the trolls. But, yeah. Now I lost my train of thought because you guys just came in here and fucking tricked me. You guys fucking tricked me. I'm so fucking mad. But, yeah. Oh, yeah. Michigan, 2016, ballots were fucking, it was rigged. They were trying to rig it at the very last minute, and they stopped. And it didn't work out so well for Hillary now. And it wouldn't have worked out for her in the long run had they gone along with it. So what they elected to do was just to lie and say that the Russians hacked the election. Oh, now you're trying to act like a nice guy for no reason, you bastard. Look, I'm going to get 10 out of 10 troll, man. 10 out of 10 troll. I'm impressed. All right, we got to move on. All right, the Biden administration is quietly shifting its strategy in Ukraine. I just want to read this this little part right here because it's just the juice. Let's see. European officials are quietly shifting their focus from supporting Ukraine's goal of total victory over Russia to improving its position in an eventual negotiation to end the war. According to a Biden administration official and a European diplomat based in Washington, such a negotiation would likely mean giving up parts of the Ukraine to Russia. Sit the fuck down, Ukraine flag enjoyers. You lost the war. Yeah. Yeah, that's how we fucking start the 2024 year with this fantastic news. My Russian brothers, they've won. It's fucking over. They talked a lot of shit, calling me a fascist, calling me, a Putler lover, which I am. This war was not tenable from the very beginning. Russia's military is too elite, too strong, too big. And Ukraine is disorganized. They don't have the weapons or the funding necessary to combat the Russian military. There were too many delays, throughout the year, throughout 2023, which is a good thing because of the chaos in Congress. They lost. So what I would like to see is the Donbass region handed over to Russia indefinitely. I want the Donbass people to have their rights rights restored, their grievances addressed, and acknowledged by the United Nations, by NATO. Putler, yeah, because they call Vladimir Putin, President Putin. Forgive me. They call him Putler. It's kind of like Hitler, but with Put. I don't know. They think it's funny, but I say it to make fun of the left. Putin won the war by boosting morale by giving his soldiers a bottle of vodka. Dude, that's all they need. That's all they need. Yeah, so I want them to have the Donbass region. I want them to have Crimea. And I just want the sanctions to be lifted against my Russian brothers and sisters. They deserve better. And the decadence and the hypocrisy of the West shall not stand. Shall not stand anymore. I'm sick and tired of it. And all these people who were waving the Ukraine flag, I hope you're fucking proud of yourselves. A lot of innocent, brave, and young Ukrainians perished for no reason. A lot of young, brave, amazing Russians perished and died for no reason. The war was completely senseless. The corruption should have been exposed by President Trump. President Trump should have been the president right now as we speak, and Ron DeSantis should be the front runner. But it's too late. It's too late. Now it's 2024. The primaries, Iowa, less than 2 weeks away. And at the very end of the year, we're going to hear more than enough talk about Ukraine, more than enough talk about the Middle East. And, people got to start getting really serious about these things because this stuff is going to impact us. We've been in a recession since the illegitimate regime came into power. And that recession is going to worsen. We're going to talk about some finance stuff later on because we're about to wrap up with the political stuff. And that's going to impact our wallets. It's going to impact for those for our young friends who are in the military. They might be forced to fight. For those of us who are able-bodied and young and don't have the strategies that I do to avoid the draft, some of us might get drafted into Biden's war. All of this is a real reality. Let us pray that negotiations move forward and that Russia has declared the victor here. And hopefully something happens to Zelensky because I'm tired of the Zelensky regime. I'm tired of his fascistic, iron-fisted governance and his draconian policies that are fettering human rights in Ukraine. They about to run Gavin shitsome. No, they're not. No, they're not. Drop Biden, Gavin a puppet too. No, dude, Gavin Newsom's not going to run. And if he does run, he would lose spectacularly. I'm not worried about Gavin Newsom. All right, well, anyways, this is fantastic news. God bless Russia. All right, so funny news. Nikki Haley shitting up a storm. I hate to share tweets from Ian Miles Chong because he's not an American and he's never lived in the U.S. or been here. But every now and then he posts some good shit. Anyways, Nikki Haley just blew up her cringe presidential campaign with this embarrassing clip about the Civil War. She won't say the Civil War was about slavery, and when confronted about it, she calls on someone else. Oh, this is so bad. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but Nikki Haley right now is arguably in second place in the Republican primary for the 2024 election. And we haven't seen polling since this happened yet. I believe Richard Barris is going to address it later on at the end of the week, but this is bad. This is really, really bad. Putin is good people. Putin is good people. God bless Putin. We love Putin here, Vladimir Putin at the Watchfrogs.
Please, what was the cause of the United States Civil War?
Well, don't come with an easy question or anything.
You motherfucker, that's an easy fucking question. You were a governor. You were an ambassador. And she took like 5 fucking guys that I didn't pause it or anything. She took that long to fucking say, "Oh, don't come with a hard question." I know she's trying to deflect by being funny and cutesy, but this is pretty embarrassing shit.
I mean, I think the cause of the Civil War was basically how government was going to run, the freedoms and what people could and couldn't do.
That's part of it, but maybe not the biggest part. But go on, Queen.
What do you think the cause of the Civil War was?
What do you think we should do about this? He fucking asked you. You're the one running for office. You were a governor of a southern state. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm sorry?
I'm not running for president. I wanted to see your view.
Yeah, the guy said, "I'm not running for president. I wanted to see what you said." So he's calling her ass out. Yeah, answer the question, you dumb bitch.
On the cause of the Civil War.
I mean, I think it always comes down to the role of government. We need to have capitalism. We need to have economic freedom. We need to make sure that we do all things so that individuals have the liberties so that they can have freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom to do or be anything they want to be without government getting in the way.
Thank you. And then in the year 2023, it's astonishing to me that you answer that question without mentioning the word slavery.
What do you want me to say about slavery?
Oh my God, dude. Yeah, he says, "You just answered my question, thank you." And then she fucks off. She looks really annoyed. I've annoyed plenty of women in my life, and the look on her face is like, "Oh God, I'm over it." So that's a look on her face. Basically, that's what it's saying.
Next question.
Dude, if I was her consultant, I would probably quit. I'd be like, "This is over. We are done here." However, how I would answer it if I was asked this question. Hold on, let me read some of these chats first. If I had a child in school, I would tell him to answer exactly like she did when teachers or exams ask, "What was the cause of the Civil War?" If they mark it wrong, I'll make a riot. You know, it did really there's a nuanced answer here. So how I would answer it if I was a political presidential candidate, I would say something along the lines of, well, there was a multitude of reasons that led up to that resulted in the Civil War. You know, on one hand, there were states, there were individuals who believed that they had a divine right to hold on to humans as slaves for whatever reason. And there was another issue at hand brewing in the country where President Lincoln at the time was literally behaving like a tyrant. And he brutalized American citizens in horrific ways that we are not taught about in school. And then there was a catalyst eventually, and I believe that would have been the Dred Scott Supreme Court decision that lit this fuse. And it blew up in everybody's faces. And the question is silly and meaningless, and we should be moving forward and learning from the past, like never tolerating slavery under any circumstances. And if you're going to be asking me that question, what do you have to say about the sex slaves in Latin America, some of whom are being trafficked into the U.S.? What do you have to say about the Middle Eastern people in Libya being sold like stocks of intel in an open-air market of flesh? Do you care about those slaves? Why are you bringing this question to me? And the only reason why they do shit like this is to divide people. Because invoking the Civil War is a great way to divide one group of Americans from another. And I guess, the lesson to take away from all this is that we're bound to repeat the mistakes of the past. And you can even argue that we are doing that already. There is an underclass there's an underclass of people residing in the U.S. who do not have citizenship, who do not pay taxes, and they are paid meager wages, and they are undercutting the working class here in this country, which is what happened in the South. The South was incredibly poor prior and after the Civil War. There were a lot of people destitute. They don't want to talk about that. People think that that slavery was this amazing thing for this country. It was so beneficial. And it wasn't. Maybe for some plantation owner. Maybe for Don Johnson in Django Unchained, but for, a regular guy, he couldn't make a living because he's got to compete with slaves. Or he can't even compete at all because there's no fucking jobs for people like him. And we're doing the exact same thing right now in 2023, 2024. That's all. I kind of would have answered it. But what does she say? It's about economics and capitalism. Fucking horseshit answer. And again, she's supposed to be the adult in the room. She's supposed to be talented. She's supposed to be the smart one. I'm not impressed by Nikki Haley at all. This was a lousy response. Pathetic. President Trump's no linguist, but I don't think he's fucked anything up this badly. Jesus Christ. Maybe the stand back and stand by was pretty bad, but it was funny. It was mimetic. So on the topic of those illegal aliens, San Diego area residents say migrants camping in yards, piling trash nightly. This is ridiculous. Yeah. They're shitting up. They're shitting all over the place. They're leaving behind their McDonald's. Look at this. Look at this fucking mess. Yuck. Ugh. Send them back. Jesus Christ. But this is who working Americans have to compete with. You guys are gonna have to compete. We're gonna have to compete with these people in the workplace. We got to cover some election news. Some really important stuff has been developing. Going viral, new evidence suggests there was never voting machine election audit performed in Georgia following 2020 election. Raffensperger caught again. That's the Secretary of State. That's the guy who runs the elections down in Georgia. A recent Gateway Pundit report by investigator Brian Lupo is making the rounds on social media this weekend. There is currently no evidence that there was ever a voting machine election audit performed in Georgia following the 2020 election. On November 17, 2020, Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger made an announcement that an audit using forensic techniques was completed with no sign of foul play, which is bullshit, in the 2020 election. The statement previously appeared on the Secretary of State's webpage and is available via the Wayback Machine here. Investigative journalist Kevin Mankala of the Election Oversight Group and another individual began to send open records requests from the counties that were allegedly audited back in 2022. While Raffensperger's statement says there were 6 counties audited, the pro V&V memo only listed 4. Floyd County, Douglas County, Paulding County, and Cobb County. Cobb County is very problematic, but where's Fulton County? The record request asked for communications between the Secretary of State and State Board of Elections and pro V&V, among other things. The results were surprising. Not one county had records affirming or even suggesting that Pro V&V did an audit of their equipment. Really? Smoke and mirrors. New evidence suggests that no audit was performed by election machine testing company as claimed by Georgia. Yeah. You guys get the point. I'm arguing with these people on the left. I'm arguing with these fucking cucks who want to act like they know more than me, which they don't. Again, I was fucking there. I know this shit better than most people because I was fucking there. I've done this before. And they're like, oh, well, the audits have been done. Audits have been completed. It's over. Orange Man lost. No, he fucking didn't. And no, they fucking didn't do their job. The only way that I will find any closure or satisfaction, produce the ballots. I want to be able to scrutinize the signatures. I want to be able to recanvass those ballots. And I want to be able to verify that the person that voted, allegedly, is a resident of that state, of that county. I want to see change of address flags. I want to see the fucking death certificates. I want to verify the people that voted were actual real human beings that actually resided there. That's yet to happen. And when it comes to looking at the machines, it doesn't appear to have happened at all. And I don't even think the machines are an issue. But the fact that they're lying about it suggests maybe there is a problem with the machines. Maybe there is something to that. Now, there was video of individuals, clerks in the government, members of the election departments in these swing states running the same ballot over and over again, or multiple of the same ballots over and over again, probably all Biden voters, just scanning them through multiple times. Very suspicious. What does that mean? I don't know, because they're not telling us. Well, actually, I do know, but there's only so much I'm allowed to say, given what I used to do. Why Democrats should be on my side on this issue. They wanted election transparency, electoral transparency after 2016, because the Democrats got their asses handed to them in 2016. And I was like, you know what? Let's get election transparency. Well, I mean, I know you guys kind of reneged on that in Michigan, because again, you guys were doing an audit in 2016 in Michigan, but then you guys stopped all of a sudden because it made Hillary Clinton look really fucking bad, and it pointed out all the fraud that was going on in the state. But we're going to just forget about that for a minute. And their form of election integrity, the least secure elections imaginable, and censorship of lawful speech. That's what the Russian collusion is all about, guys. Forget all the bullshit. Again, I have to reiterate. It is about censoring lawful speech. The core of the My Russia hoax allegations is that spooky Russians said things to convince Americans not to support the evil candidate. Therefore, we need to crack down on lawful speech. It's basically all it is. They'll never win an election if we have voting in person mandatory, voter ID. You need 2 IDs, proof of residency. That's how I would do it. But we got great news though. So also in Georgia, where this legal battle took place, I'm going to speed this up. It's only 2 minutes long. True the Vote. These are genuine fighters for election integrity. These people are the real fucking deal. I haven't met them, but they're the real deal.
True the Vote, bringing you a great bit of breaking news. We've just learned from the Northern District Court of Georgia that the judge has rendered a decision in the case Fair Fight v. True the Vote. And that decision is that we have been fully vindicated. Today is a great day for America. Today's a great day for trustworthy elections. You see, we were sued by Fair Fight back in December of 2020 when we endeavored to help Georgia citizens file lawful elector challenges, basically asking their counties to take a look at the voter records, because it would seem, based on data that we could provide to them, it would seem that many of those voters, in fact, some 364,000, according to our data, had moved from either the county or state where that voter was registered. And so in so doing, we do a lawsuit from Fair Fight, and we have been battling it out for 3 years. Today, I am thrilled to tell you that the court has decided in our favor in full. We've beaten Stacey Abrams, Fair Fight, Mark Elias and his law firm and his gaggle of attorneys.
Yeah,
and
Stacey Abrams is fucking fat and disgusting. Thank God she lost.
The Department of Justice. Thank you to all of you who stood so steadfastly by us through these tumultuous times. And there were some difficult moments along this journey, many, many changes, but we have continued to stand strong, knowing that it is right. It is not only right, it is necessary for citizens to stand for lawful elections, for trustworthy elections. And today is a great example of why we should continue. Justice has been served. Thank you all. God bless each and every one of you.
Hey, yeah, so just to reiterate, this group, True the Vote, they were also instrumental in putting together the film, Dinesh D'Souza's film, the Mule, 2000 Mules. How fucking insane is this? This organization went to voters and they were literally helping them and showing them how to petition the government to look into the election, petition the government to do their fucking job. And they were sued by the fat and disgusting Stacey Abrams. They were sued by Mark Elias, one of the most vicious election attorneys that I've ever seen in my life or read about in my life, in the U.S. at least. The dude's a monster. I'm not going to say he's stupid, because he's not, but he's fucking ruthless. And he's not to be underestimated. And the Department of Justice, which is controlled by the, I can't say. It's controlled by the Biden regime, an illegitimate regime. And they lost. So moving forward, hopefully more people can be trained on how to petition their own county officials, their local government, to do the right thing and to look into how the elections are being conducted. I think we have a right to know. I'm of the personal opinion that the government is always guilty until proven innocent. If I were to say this election in Clark County is bullshit, I don't fucking trust you, think you guys are a bunch of swindlers, and I call shenanigans, they need to prove that everything is on the up and up. They need to prove that they did everything right. They need to prove that they're not fucking with the elections and that they're rigging it on behalf of the Democrats. And their response to legitimate criticism, their response to legitimate concerns, is for them to tell us to fuck off and to suck it up. And that they're not going to show us the ballots. They're not going to show us the signatures. They're not going to show us the voter rolls. They won't allow us to recanvass the ballots. They may even destroy problematic and illegal ballots in the event that someday we do get to look at them. And you know what we're going to find? We're going to see a significant decline of Biden votes. We might even see Trump win 2 or 3 other states besides the traditional swing states that he lost. That's what will happen. And I always tell people, it's like, they're like, oh, well, audits were conducted. Show me the proof. Show me the fucking ballots. I doubt you can. These people are scum, man. All right, well, let's move on. Oh, yeah. Harvard Claudine Gay said to keep her $900,000 salary, annual salary, despite resigning as university president. I'm not going to bother reading the story. I just want to give a quick reaction to this. I don't really care whether she stays or not. That's not really what I'm noting. Here's what I see. This is all the more reason to push back and to call out the credentialed class, to call out these so-called elites. Because we are told that the most prestigious university in all of human history, maybe, their standards are so low, they were willing to have somebody like Claudine serve as president, a serial plagiarist. Even though she's unexceptional, she's not that smart, she's blatantly racist and hateful against whites, it's okay. Because she's got the right politics, she's got the right skin color, she checks off on all the boxes, and they allowed her to get away with it. Get away with whatever she wanted. I mean, even now, I still see this as a big win for her. Because she stepped down, but she gets to keep her money. Those kids are they're subsidizing her salary. They're subsidizing the salary of a woman who doesn't even work. And, this is just a testament to how unimpressive these people at Harvard are. From the staff to the students to the graduates, none of these people are impressive. Being college educated almost means nothing now, really. I mean, I had a basic bitch education, public education, mind you. And I think I was held to a higher standard than Miss Claudine over here. Serial plagiarist is able to become the university president of Harvard. It's pretty interesting. And of course, the whole hubbub was she would not state clearly that wishing harm against an entire group of people in the form of you-know-what-aside is a violation of Harvard's code of conduct policy. But if I were to say something like it's okay to be white or hand out leaflets that says it's okay to be white, they would be, the FBI would be paying me a visit. But if you call for you-know-what-aside against a group of people, apparently that's okay. And there was the whole big stink about it. Harvard ended up losing a lot of donors. There were a lot of big AAA companies, the biggest corporations in the world that do business in the U.S. saying they'll never hire a graduate from Harvard because of the antagonism against certain groups of people, because of the bigotry and the hatred against Israelis, if you will, people of Israeli origin. And yeah, holy shit. My audio, fucking Spencer, is it really? I apologize for my audio being so low. My audio is all over the place. And hold on 1 second. Testing 1, 2. Oh shit. You know what? Hold up. Turn this up just a little bit. Maybe this will do better. Yeah. All right. God damn it. Dude, I had all of this working just fine the other day. Don't you listen, dorkster. I'm so fucking having these audio issues all fucking show. It's making me so cranky. All right, guys, well, we gotta move on. Ugh. Fucking mixer, man. It's driving me fucking crazy. Oh yeah, by the way, this is submitted by Stadia Dispatch. Apparently the government, the current regime, they're selling off the materials to build the fucking wall for very cheap. What the fuck? For $1,000 starting bid, there's 152 people watching. Nuke core, tubular, 28 by 6 by 6, A500 grade B square structural tubes. Yeah, so looks like the wall will never be completed under a Biden regime. Yeah, guys, we're in fucking trouble, man. Yeah, government planet. I wonder what else they sell. Wonder what else I can buy. Dude, maybe we should just maybe we should bid on this and buy it and just build the wall ourselves with whatever we can here. That'd be kind of funny. Dude, fuck it. We'll just buy shovels and build a moat. We'll build a moat and put alligators and sharks and shit in there. So when they try to come over, they'll have to contend with the sharks. I'm in Discord. I can explain it. Oh my fucking god. Okay, hold up. All right. All right, dude, what the fuck is happening with me, man? Wait, really? Dude, I think your shit sucks on fucking on whatever, man. I don't know. All right, testing 1 2. I don't know, dude. I don't know what else I can do. They're just like fucking with me here. I just turned it up a little bit. Well, cause dude, something crazy was happening with the mixer. Where like my audio would cut out and I would have to unplug it and then plug it back in, like power wise. And yeah, dude. So I don't know what it is. I gotta fuck with it. I gotta test it out. I don't know. I'll probably do like 5 fucking test streams tonight and see what's up because something funky is going on here and I don't really know. I don't know, guys. I'm sad. I'm sad that this is happening. That's good. All right. Thank you, Democratic Poop City. Democratic Poop City. Jesus Christ. That is a very funny name. Did you call your mommy to tell on us? You know what, Rookie? I should. I'll be like, yeah, mom, these fucking bitches on the internet are fucking making fun of me and my shitty audio skills. Dude, like I had like no issues at all this year. And then like the first stream of the year, like I totally fucked it up. This is like the 3rd time streaming tonight, dude. Like it was just like one disaster after another. Yeah, and now they're saying like I got like a toupee on. Like it's not a toupee, you fuckers. They're like you glued your hair. They're like you glued your hair to your fucking head or something. I'm like, yeah, dude. Like I'm growing out my hair. And now they're just like, whatever. Did you call? Oh, I just read that already. Fuck you, Rookie. Being a fucking bitch. No, I'm kidding. So yeah. Well, the show must go on. Yeah. So yeah, I was just showing. Wait, Spencer. So you sent this to me. Like, is this real? Like, can you really buy this? Yeah. 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 Is it possible that they're selling this off because it's rusted as shit or no? Yeah. Yeah, hold up. Speak again really quick. Hold up. Shit. No, it's not even showing up in Discord. Or not in Discord, in fucking... Give me 1 second, dude. Yeah. Hold up. All right. Speak.
Mic check.
All right, there we go. Oh, fuck, that's way too loud. Speak again really quick.
Hello.
All right. There we go. Okay, it's all good. Sorry, I was just boomering it up. All right, guys. I got my buddy Spencer here from Stadia Dispatch joining us. Do you want to hang out for the rest of the show?
Yeah, I can.
All right, cool. Yeah, so I'm not like sad and lonely and fucking malding over here.
Dude, I was just playing a little bit of Baldur's tonight, just kind of detoxing after everything. But
Yeah. All right. Well, okay. Well, that's it, dude. We're done with the politics stuff. Let's get into the fun shit. Pop culture news.
Did they hear the audio, or was the audio boomered?
No, the audio is good. They didn't hear your audio earlier, but do you want to just reiterate what you just said though about the wall?
Yeah. So let me just reiterate. So, long story short, I get emails from GovPlanet just because eventually I'm going to buy a Humvee, and that's where you can buy them from. All the demilitarized stuff or government surplus. And I saw this on there, and I was like, "What the hell? This is the border wall." So on my break today, contacted GovPlanet. They confirmed this, federal government. So I then reached out to Border Patrol.
Yeah.
Border Patrol said, yeah, that looks like the fence. Let's, we'll basically get more information back to you for final confirmation. The final email I got, and I haven't heard back from the DoD rep yet, is this is DoD owned fence, meaning the only thing that could be is when Trump appropriated, I think it was like $3.9 or $3.8 billion to border wall construction years ago.
Yeah.
That is the material for this.
Oh, no fucking way, dude.
Because the DoD is the owner of said property. And I posted this on Twitter too. I tagged a bunch of people. I haven't gotten a lot of hits on it yet, but I broke that.
Dude, they're probably gonna sell. They're probably gonna sell it to Israel and build an even bigger wall to keep the Palestinians out.
Here's how they really screw over the taxpayers. Someone buys it up with connections, and then resells it to the government.
It's a brilliant grift, man. It's a brilliant grift. Well,
I'm just saying because right now it's election season and everyone's virtue signaling. Even like Cinema and Kelly out here, like, oh yeah, we're fighting for the border. We have a deal ready to go. Where were you 4 years ago, bro?
I know. 3 years ago, yeah. Well,
or even that, yeah. So
we'll see. I'll be keeping an eye on that. Who knows? Maybe we'll have to bet on it, dude, because it doesn't cost that much money, and we'll have to give the wall back to Trump so he can build us a fucking border to keep all these filthy fucking invaders out. All right, but anyways, we got to get into the pop culture news because I spent way too much time on politics because it's not really something I wanted to invest my time in. So really quick, the inventor of Glock, Gaston Glock himself, inventor, 98 years old. He sadly passed away. He lived a full life. New York CNN reported Gaston Glock, the inventor of the ubiquitous gun bearing his name, died on Wednesday. He was 94 years old. Rest in peace, King. The Glock company announced his death on its website without giving a cause or other details. I don't think you have to give us a cause at all. It's like, Gaston Glock was at a Silverstein concert and he was trampled to death by a bunch of goth chicks. And that is how the 94-year-old... It's like, come on. It's like, yeah, dude, we can read between the lines, man. 94 is a good age to go, I think. Glock had his start in Austria as an engineer. He founded the Glock company.
Stream in Discord so I can see what you're looking at.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hold on 1 second, guys. Let me make sure that my buddy here can see everything that I'm doing. Let's see. Preview. Window, full projector. Okay. Give me 1 second. There's my window projector right there. Go live. Boom. All right. Spencer, do you see all that?
I do.
All right. Very cool. All right. So anyways, back to the show before we were interrupted. Yeah, so Gaston Glock, legend, passed away, 94. Probably trampled to death at an emo concert. Rest in peace, King. My everyday carry, I sleep with the Glock pistol. So, just gotta, I gotta make sure everyone's getting fucking swatted, man. Dude, who got swatted? You know who got swatted this week, dude? George Soros, the Secretary of State from Maine. There's like a bunch of celebrities that got swatted. Everyone's getting swatted, bro.
George Soros got swatted?
Yeah.
No.
Do a quick Google check. I know, right? Oh no, yeah. Well, look. First off, disavow. I don't fucking.
Yeah, exactly. Disavow.
Yeah, disavow. Let's see what else we got here in pop culture news. Fuck, man. Do I really want to watch this shit? Yeah, fuck it, dude. We gotta watch this because right now, dude, it's election season, guys. So Eric Hartman, this is absolutely astonishing. Francis Collins admits the massive unnecessary collateral damage from their botched COVID's public health response was due to an elitist beltway-centric myopic point of view. Oopsie poopsie. This is a minute long here. Let me go ahead and speed this up by 1.25.
As a guy living inside the beltway, feeling the sense of crisis, trying to decide what to do in some situation room in the White House with people who had data that was incomplete, we weren't really thinking about what that would mean to Wilk and his family in Minnesota, 1,000 miles away from where the virus was hitting so hard. We weren't really considering the consequences in communities that were not New York City or some other big city.
Yeah, dude, you guys are like applauded for your big brains, and you didn't stop to consider like maybe a insane draconian top-down response all across the United States was going to be a fucking horrific thing.
Bro,
the public health
Yeah, I know, right? They just trust the science, dude. The trust the science fuckboys are just the most insufferable jackasses on the planet. I can't stand these people.
We talked about this earlier, and this is a really important point. If you're a public health person and you're trying to make a decision, you have this very narrow view of what the right decision is, and that is something that will save a life. Doesn't matter what else happens. So you attach infinite value to stopping the disease and saving a life. You attach a zero value to whether this actually totally disrupts people's lives, ruins the economy, and has many kids kept out of school in a way that they never quite require.
Collateral damage.
So collateral damage. This is a public health mindset, and I think a lot of us involved in trying to make those recommendations had that mindset, and that was really unfortunate. It's another mistake we made.
I'll just say this. When the revolution comes, these motherfuckers have addresses. They got names. We know what they fucking look like. We got to remember them when shit hits the fan. And let me just impress upon you guys this point. What about the people that died? Deaths by despair. They ended up consuming pharmaceutical products. They ended up consuming illegal street drugs. They ended up consuming alcohol to the point where it destroyed their lives, literally ending themselves, destroying their families, the families getting split apart, people losing everything. People lost everything. It's not just like, we got to save the economy. Think about the fucking dollar. But, and it's not even just like the money, and it's not just like people's deaths, but it's also like our human rights, our civil liberties and human rights that were violated here. And I keep seeing these fucking, trust the science fuckboys like this piece of shit. And it's always like, we just try to save people's lives. We just try to do the right thing. Please, forgiveness. Fuck that. I'm not interested in forgiveness. I don't know, man. What say you? What say you, Spencer?
Look, I mean, with all these people that were trying to push all this stuff through a government function that was obviously illegal or questionably illegal.
No, it was.
I would just say, man, we're on YouTube, so I gotta.
Oh yeah. Fuck that. Supreme Court ruled in our favor. If they're gonna fucking ban me, fuck them.
You're true. Okay, so let me rephrase then.
Okay.
I hope that these people who push these dystopian agendas are met with the fullest extent of the law through the legal system, through our justice system. I will say it that way.
All the more reason to vote for Trump. We need Trump in office in fucking 2024. I don't give a shit what crazy stuff is going on out there. If he's on the ballot, we got to stump for the orange man.
I did notice that he actually changed his tune a bit when it came to a certain topic, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah.
This.
Oh, yeah, I know. What a fucking... Oh, my God. I mean, again, I love Orange Man, but holy shit, does he need smarter people in his corner consulting with the dude? If I was one of his consultants, if I was one of his confidants, dude, it'd be fucking GG, bro. He'd be so fucking on top of everything. He would just be light years ahead of fucking DeSantis and Haley and Ramaswamy and Christie all combined. It wouldn't even be close. He'd be in the mid-70s if it was me helping to run that campaign instead of idiots like Jason Miller. But for whatever reason, fucking Trump really likes Jason Miller. Let's see, what else do we got in pop culture news? Oh yeah, Flo from Progressive is in the news. AT&T's Lily credits Flo from Progressive for helping her deal with online sexual harassment. Well, let's read a little bit of this. So for those who don't know, Lily from AT&T, she's super cute and wholesome looking. Definitely my type. Anyways, so she's been sexualized by the internet because reasons. I don't even know. I don't watch ads. So I literally just discovered Lily's existence. I knew who Flo for Progressive was. And it's like a celebrity crush of mine. She's probably got like a fat pussy. And I think that's hot. Anyways.
You into that, Flo? All right.
So Flo's got you covered. Milana Vainthrope, I guess that's her name. Dude, fuck that. I'm going to call her Flo from Progressive. The actress who... Oh, never mind. Wait, Melina. Oh, Melina.
That's it.
Vainthrope. The actress who portrays the AT&T spokesperson Lily Adams revealed Stephanie Courtney, who famously plays Flo from Progressive, helped I'm just gonna call her Lily. Helped Lily navigate the online harassment she received about her body. I don't think she's being harassed. I don't think those are the words that I would use. Let's see. Lily has portrayed AT&T's Lily on and off since 2013. Oh, wow, dude, she's been at it for a while. Courtney has appeared as Flo for more than 15 years. What the fuck? I didn't even know that. In a new interview, dude, I don't watch TV, so this is all new to me. In a new interview with the New York Times, Vainthrope, 36 years old, recalled Courtney, 53, reaching out to her in the summer of 2020 when she started reappearing in AT&T's ads for the first time since 2017. Upon her comeback, social media users started referring to Vainthrope as mommy milkers. Dude, that's probably Nick Fuentes' fault, dude. He had the Groypers go out there and just like spam mommy milkers in all the ads on the comment sections. Due to her breasts. Yeah, I wonder what else it would. Due to her feet, yeah. She remembers the outlet claims people spammed AT&T social media posts with lewd declarations and emojis of glasses of milk. I don't know, dude. I mean, this is like I get like it would bother her to some degree, but I mean, this attention is relatively positive, eh?
You know, it's kind of like the whole, what do you want to call it? Guys get shit on all the time for making comments about attractive women. The chicks do the freaking same thing to guys. Like they'll talk in their groups and be like, "Oh yeah, look at that guy over there." Da, da, da. You know, so it's like it's just like, okay, we find the other sex attractive. As long as you're not being a fucking creep, who the fuck cares? You know.
Yeah, dude. Like, look, credit to Progressive, which by the way, I like their insurance, and also credit to AT&T. You know, they got like these cute women, like these adorable women, to represent their company. And then
you remember the Bud Light commercials before they went gay?
No, I don't remember. I don't remember at all.
You don't watch TV. So
No.
they used to have like actually like freaking like manly based commercials, not like this like woke agenda Dylan Mulvaney bullshit.
Well, you know, as a boomer myself, the last and I went over it when the Bud Light shit really kicked off. In the 90s, I'm so old. The last time I recall a Bud Light commercial, I was a tiny little kid. I was a little boy, a little baby boy, and I was watching a Bud Light commercial. Dude, the Greenskins were on TV. Do you remember this, Spencer? The alligator, like, and like the little frogs, they'd be like, they walk into a convenience store and then they walk out with a case of beer and they're like fucking partying to Bob Marley music.
No, I don't
Oh, what? I'd play it on here, but it'd get fucking copyright stricken. Like, yeah, dude, it's on YouTube. But yeah, those were the ads that I remember. So the Greenskins, dude, we were on top, man. We were on top. And now they replaced us with all these fucking retards and shit. But credit to AT&T and Progressive for, again, look at that. Look at this adorable smile from, I didn't really notice the milkers, as the Groypers would call them. But as a proper gentleman, I would never say these things about these women. So Vainthrope also directs the AT&T commercial she stars in. Oh, good for her. She's a director too. In 2021, addressed viewers speculation that she was purposely hiding her body. Been getting a lot of why are they placing her body like that in those ads? While I direct the ads, I place myself like that, she tweeted, and it's because of the thousands of unwelcome comments I receive about my body. You've lost the privilege of looking at it until I feel safe again. It's kind of lame. again, it's just like,
I mean, what's the deal? She just want to show cleavage? Like what? I mean,
well, I don't. I wish they would show pictures of what she used to look like in those commercials.
I mean, Google search.
Yeah. You can Google search it really quick. I'll say this, like, again, as somebody who is so-called on the right and generally appreciates modesty, I can appreciate this move. I think Lily did nothing wrong, and I think people should be very respectful and kind to these lovely, adorable women, especially Flo from Progressive. Dude, imagine if she's got like kids. Like if she had a son. Oh man, it probably sucks for him. All his friends.
She's Russian too.
Oh, and she's Russian. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
dude, she's probably a
born
Trump
March
voter, dude.
8, 1987
Oh, wow.
in the Uzbek SSR Soviet Union.
Oh yeah, dude, she's much older than me. All right, well, so she she looks like a cute little hipster chick. Like this is what like my ideal hipster chick. Probably a more liberal shirt though. All right, well, anyways, that's what's going on right now. I messaged my boy Trevor, and I'm just like, yo, what the fuck, man? Look what you did. You're scaring these women. All right, so also in the news, the next Star Wars film is making a lot of fucking noise. So, Christy Lou Stout with Pakistan-born Canadian filmmaker Sharmeen Obaid Chinoy about her project, including directing a Star Wars movie. All right, so we're gonna get a Star Wars movie directed by Sharmeen Obaid Chinoy about her projects. All right, let's see what he has to say.
Now, meanwhile, Pakistan
What the fuck is this? All right, here we go.
Giant waves.
What the hell? All right, well, this story fucking blows. I don't know what happened to the
backspace.
Oh, hold on. Let me do. Nope. Yeah, I'm gonna do backspace, I guess. No, well, I guess we're gonna have to skip it. Yeah, because Vito just Waldy ended up sharing this. So I guess since we don't have the story here, basically she says something stupid and cringy like, "Oh, Star Wars is ready for like a female told story" or some such nonsense like that. And I don't want to get too much into the culture war shit because I don't really give a fuck about it. And again, I've already abandoned these IPs altogether. I think we should just abandon Disney. Do not consume the product. Do not consume the goy slop. But
and do not date anyone who is a Disney fanatic.
Oh yeah. Oh, speaking from experience. Speaking from experience. Yeah, I remember I was with an ex-girlfriend of mine, and we went over to her, one of her friends' houses, and like her friend was like really nice. She's a really sweet girl and all, but they just bought like a new house, her and her husband. And I'm like walking around, dude. There was Disney shit fucking everywhere, and they didn't even like look like nerds or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yo, this is fucking mad cringe. But I didn't want to say anything to my girlfriend until we left.
What's better though? Disney shit on the wall, or all like a bunch of like metal posters and like pop culture stuff? Because
neither.
I'm outing myself right now because my room's a mess, so I'm not streaming right now. Or not videoing right now, but like I got Iron Maiden, Glory Hammer, Amon Amarth, Megadeth.
Bro, you gotta take that shit down, dude. That's not sexy at all. Like I don't have fucking like posters of like bitches on my wall. I don't got fucking Disney shit. I got power tools. Oh, and this,
Slayer.
Yeah, no, none of that. I got like a little gym room. I got my skateboards on the wall. I got some gym equipment there. But yeah, I just got normal shit, dude. Like I don't fucking. I wish Cheese was here. He'd bag me up. Like, yeah, I don't have anything cringy or stupid. Except in the room that I'm in right now. This is my office. Got my little futon there.
Well,
dude, I might have to
the
stream
goal.
sitting down, but I don't know, man.
That's the goal, though. When I get my own room, like I'll have the set. Or I get my own house, I'll have the whole office, which is the set, and then I can have all that crap in the background. It's more so for that, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, we got to move on because I wanted to do more on the Star Wars shit, but
the new Star Wars sucks. I mean, that's really
it's gonna suck dick regardless, like it always does. But
who's the female protagonist supposed to be? Is it supposed to be where the fuck that
Ray
or whatever? Yeah,
I don't know the actress's name.
Is she gonna be the new Luke, where she's gonna be training all the young Jedi?
I have no idea, man. I have no idea. I'm out of the loop. Again, I don't know anything about Marvel DC stuff anymore. I haven't watched any of the movies in like a bajillion years. So yeah. But this is kind of related to crime stuff. So the girlfriend of slain Brooklyn activist, far leftist, communist activist Ryan Carson shares memories of grief on X. So the Brooklyn woman who watched her activist boyfriend who was fatally stabbed in a random attack at a Bed-Stuy bus stop in October is having a tough holiday season without the love of her life. Well, she didn't really appear to love him as he was getting stabbed to death. This is a Latinx woman, and she fell in love with white boy Ryan, and he ended up getting viciously
this
attacked.
is the one.
Yeah, dude.
Is this the guy with he like stopped to talk to the crazy person? The crazy person stabbed him.
Yes. So they were walking in his direction, and then the crazy Magic American was like kicking trash cans and throwing shit all over the place. And then Ryan's like, "Yo, bro, chill, bro, chill." You know, he's trying to talk to him like he's fucking cool or some shit. And, you know, Magic Americans know when you're a bitch and can tell when you're a candy ass. So he fucking chases him around with a knife. And then Ryan trips over this bus stop, which is meant to deter homeless people. Funny enough, he hits his head directly on the little handlebar thingy, the anti-homeless repellent thing. And it basically kind of knocks him out or, puts him in like in a hazy state. And then he gets stabbed to death. And
okay. I remember this.
Yeah. So it was pretty. I don't want to say funny, but again, this is the guy who like celebrated like death and shit. He celebrated people like me suffering horrifically at the hands of the illegitimate regime. And so this is the woman. 2 months without Ryan, dude. I wonder how many times she's been dicked down by another man since Ryan departed this world. I found this note in Ryan's phone. He did, she writes. When you get right down to it, all I want is to love Claudia more than she's ever been loved, which is frankly all she's ever deserved. Why are you writing this down on your phone, you fucking nerd? Tell this to her. Send this, fucking write a letter, like a physical letter, and mail it to her or some shit. Be romantic. This is the other note I found in Ryan's phone. I can't even read all this. That I can see of something like a hydro Christian afterlife. Oh, dude, this is cringe. All right, we got some text. Well, I think you're the most considerate person I've ever dated. I feel so lucky that I get to have you in my life as someone to lead on and grow with. And I'm excited to keep doing that and both becoming stronger from it. I've grown so much with you already, and I'm so excited to keep doing just that. I love life with you, Ryan. I love you so much, baby. Dude, like, it's just so hard to imagine, like, reading this coming from somebody who's like a violent communist extremist who celebrates horrific abuses against innocent American citizens at the hands of an illegitimate regime. I know they're trying to humanize him. So right here, this is the Magic American who ended up doing the stabbing. Brian Dowling, 18, pled not guilty to first-degree murder and second-degree weapon charges for Carson's grisly killing. Dowling pled not guilty to murder and weapon charges. Attempts for the post to reach Morales were unsuccessful.
How much you want to bet he gets downgraded to manslaughter?
Dude, you'd probably win that bet, dude. I'm not gonna lie, you're probably gonna win that bet.
Oh, he shouldn't have been approached. The guy was acting aggressively towards him, and the as you call him, the Magic American was just defending himself.
Dude, you know what'd be hilarious if like there was like somebody comes forward with like other cell phone footage and it's all like Ryan like utters like the N-word or something, and then just everyone's like, oh fuck Ryan, he fucking deserved it, and just everyone turns on him. Oh dude, that'd be so fucking funny. It wouldn't surprise me.
Well, remember what was that guy that was was it Grosskreutz or whatever the guy's name was?
Yeah, Gage Grosskreutz.
That was yelling the N-word.
No, that was Rosenbaum. That was Rosenbaum.
That was Rosenbaum? Okay. Mm-hmm. Didn't he get run over by a car recently?
No, Gage did.
Oh,
Gage Grosskreutz survived. Rosenbaum was a PDF file that died.
Okay, I got him too.
Yeah, he was the first one that died, and then the other one was a skater boy. He ended up getting a couple shots to the heart.
Yeah,
rightfully so. All right, so
and they never found that other guy that was like charged, and I don't think. Or did they not charge him?
There was I think there were the Zakarsky. I forget the names, but there was a couple that because Kyle Rittenhouse was not the first person to shoot guns that night.
Yeah.
Zarkayev. Dude, I don't remember the names.
Yeah,
It's at the
I
tip of
don't.
my tongue, but yeah,
that's,
they were caught, and I think they're still awaiting trial, or it's all hush hush right now.
Probably.
I gotta
mean,
look at it. I gotta look into it because I forget.
Because I know they still there's that civil case going against what's his face right now, and Kyle.
Rittenhouse?
So
yeah, it's bullshit. It's bullshit what they're doing.
100% bullshit. But yeah.
I think I forgot to do this story last week, but yeah, it's the end of we're in 2024. Crime is rising, and I think it's probably best to still keep an eye on this. So ex-burglars expose the 5 things they look for when targeting homes after Christmas. What do you think is going to be on this list?
Liberty Safe.
Okay. Discarded packaging. Discard package wisely. The sight of empty packaging can be an advertisement for your new valuable possessions inside. Okay. So if you leave Amazon boxes and shit strewn all over the place, they're going to get upset. It's going to attract the Biden Americans from stealing your shit. Secure outdoor items. Helpful items left outside can inadvertently aid burglars. Former offenders note the potential use of wheelie bins to scale fences or walls. Keep bins behind locked gates and use weatherproof padlocks to secure outdoor storage. Okay. Social media caution. Okay, this is a big one. So people who like to stunt and shit on the internet, thieves use that to their advantage because they know who has what. Avoid broadcasting your holiday plans on social media. Ex-burglars reveal using platforms like Facebook and Instagram to identify when homes are unoccupied. Be mindful of advertising your absence and wait until you return home to share holiday pictures, including being cautious about geotagging that reveals your location. Yes, I actually have a good friend. I'm not going to try to reveal too much about him because, again, my friends aren't public figures. I am. I have a good friend. I won't explain the relation. I'm going to just say his name was Mikey. Mikey ended up getting married recently. Mikey went out of town. Actually, Mikey left the fucking country to get married somewhere else. Him and his wife's home was burglarized. As soon as they were fucking gone, they took everything. They discovered the theft. I think literally during the actual ceremony, I think I might be getting some of the details wrong, but literally during the fucking ceremony, they were robbed.
It, man.
Yeah. I mean, some of the stuff was insured, and I mean, it's not like the end of the world. It's just shit.
Well, a lot of the stuff, it's like, so for example, you got a computer with like hard drives and stuff like that. You got like all your shit on it, right? If someone steals that, or like your NAS or something like that, your little backup drive for your media stuff.
Yeah.
Good luck getting that back.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. That's why I fucking sleep with a gun, dude. It's like, dude, you want to fucking come in here, man. It's going to get fucking wild for you, man. It's going to get real fucking wild for you.
And we don't want to get into like the whole like a Big Brother thing, but I mean,
yeah.
Honestly, it's not a bad thing to have. I mean, do your research.
Yeah,
all of them pretty much talking Big
that,
Brother, but get a camera system at least.
Yeah, absolutely. But even then, it's just like if you're not there, because I mean, this is usually because of people's poor personal choices. And like, it all boils down to stunting, right? People want to stunt on the haters. People want to stunt on their enemies. People want to look good and impress others for whatever reason. They want to, make themselves look good, boost their self-esteem. And they'll advertise all this cool shit that they got for Christmas, all this cool shit that they got for Thanksgiving, etc., Black Friday, Cyber Monday, etc. And you just advertise to everybody what you got and what resentful people can take. Because my buddy Mikey, what that theft, that robbery, inside job, 100% inside job. I mean, that's all I can say about it. Again, it's not really my story to tell, but it's some serious shit. So let's see what else. Turn the lights on. Again, it's kind of an obvious. Lock up to stay safe. The simplest yet effective measure is to lock doors and windows. Opportunistic burglars often target homes with unlocked entry points. Yes, I can't count how many times I've seen self-defense stories, self-defense videos, etc., where, a simple lock door or window would have been enough to deter a criminal. But you'll have these thugs that walk up to a home. They'll test the door. If it's fucking locked, they'll fuck off. But if it's unlocked, they'll go in. They'll do whatever they want, man. They'll do all kinds of crazy stuff. And again, the year is literally the January 2nd of 2024. We're living at the very end of Biden's America, and all throughout Biden's America, we've seen a rise in all kinds of crimes, violent crimes, petty crimes, etc., property crimes. And it's only going to get worse from here. I mean, it's going to get really fucking demonic, and you got to be mindful. It's not important to brag. First off, bragging is a sin. You don't want to be a braggart. Two, you don't want to entice people to covet your goods. That's also a sin, not a good thing. And just stunting in general is just you don't want to do that, man. You don't want to do that. You don't want to attract a bunch of unnecessary attention to yourself. But speaking of consumer whore bullshit, I did buy this Dawn of War 40K figure. I know we talked about consumer hoardism earlier, and the only reason why I bought this is because I need to make a pattern for a certain accessory or a certain item for the Space Marine that I'm building and putting together. I mean, most of it's already done. I got to repaint it because I used the wrong fucking paint. I didn't know this, but apparently Michaels does sell the Space Marine matte blue, like the exact color, and I just completely screwed it up. But yeah, guys, be wary, man. Be wary. All right, let's move on really quick. Whoop.
Oh, right, and I hope you caught my my joke at the beginning, but that was the government robbing you joke.
Oh, yeah. Yes. No, I'm aware. Oh, so let's get into financial news. Guys, 2024, it's going to be the most demonic year of our lives. It's going to be the most chaotic year in recent memory. All sorts of bad shit's going to happen. We might see a draft to go fight for Israel, which again, I don't have to. I won't.
Ukraine?
In Ukraine. We might see World War III. Yeah. We're going to see more fake pandemics. We're going to see terrorist attacks. We're going to see the most draconian abuses, civil rights, human rights abuses at the hands of the American illegitimate regime, the global American empire, or the gay empire. And it's going to get fucking wild, man. But financially speaking, there's going to be massive layoffs. I mean, we've already seen massive layoffs already in all throughout the end of 2023, all up until December. But yeah, 2024 is going to get worse. Mass layoffs are in store for 2024, and it might end up affecting nearly half of companies, according to a new poll. Dude, that's insane. That's the latest information from a resume builder survey based on responses from more than 900 companies this month. Resume Builder is a professional platform that allows users to create resumes in just a few steps. In the survey, nearly 4 in 10 companies said they are likely to have layoffs in 2024, prompting increased fears of a recession around the corner. More than half of companies also said they plan to implement a hiring freeze in 2024. Guys, when I was a young man, when I was a teenager transitioning into fucking manhood, 2008, I turned 18 in 2008, and 2 years after that, I had no future. I had no good luck. I had no connections. Again, I was a street kid. I was a street guy. Didn't come from a good family. I was on my fucking own. And everywhere I applied, hiring freezes. And again, at that point, I was college educated. I was well-spoken. You know, I was a good kid. I was a sweet kid. And, you know, I was a hard worker and all that. Not good enough. Not good enough. The hiring freezes, they were there for years. They were there for a long fucking time. And when they do lift the hiring freezes, they'll hire maybe like 5 or 4 people. I remember when Obama was president and I ended up leaving banking to go work at Costco. And the way at the time for me, because I had a friend of mine, I'm going to call him Jason. So Jason, he's from California, and he was helping me walk through it. They're like, okay, this is what you do. You're going to go into Costco. You're going to go in there with your resume. I went in there 3 times, and I gave my resume to a different supervisor, different manager each time. And I was basically competing for a temp position. And if I was a good temp employee, then I would become a permanent employee. And Costco was like one of the best places to work in the country at the time. I competed with over 800 applicants.
Wow.
Out of the 800 applicants, no. It was 8,000 applicants.
Wow.
Yeah, I lied. It was 8,000 applicants. And out of the 8,000 applicants, only 106 were picked. I was one of those 106. Now, after the holiday season was over, because I got hired in October, and then in January, at the end of January, out of the 106 that were picked, only 12 or 10 got to be permanent employees, and I was one of them. That was the economy during Obama's presidency. That was during the height of hiring freezes. we are likely going to see that times 1,000 if throughout the year for sure. And it's going to get worse if Joe Biden ends up being rigged again in office.
mean, I don't think they can keep him in for a second term.
I don't know, dude.
It's gonna be Mussolini or some other shill that's gonna jump in last minute to take his place. That seems more likely at this rate, especially with all the lawfare happening right now too. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. But I'm just speaking in hypotheticals here. I don't want to get into like who's got more of a chance. They're gonna fuck with it again. But like hypothetically, if Joe Biden becomes the president again, it's gonna get 1,000 times worse because the economy has only been getting significantly worse as time progresses. They keep going on TV saying, "Oh, we're doing so much to reduce the cost." I don't know about you, but costs have stayed up for us.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. And I mean, I think I'm just trying to think about how much I could say online here. I'll just say this: similar story to what you were talking about, how a bunch of people applied for the job and only there was only a couple openings. It seems like that's the same thing everywhere. Where luckily, if you're in a trade position, if you're in something that is going to be beneficial, you're gonna withstand this better than the brunt of people, and that's what happened to me last time when all this shit went down. So,
Well, this is a good stat right here. In 2023, 65% of business leaders said their companies already had layoffs, with 25% saying they laid off 30% or more of the workforce. Again, the regime is lying, guys. They keep saying, "Oh, the economy's great, it's booming." They're just rigging it against Joe. They just hate Joe because they're scared of MAGA or whatever the fuck. Like, no, dude, the fucking economy's dog shit.
You know what the problem is, Gio?
What?
These people didn't learn to code.
Well, dude, fucking coding is useless now because the fucking AI is going to do it better than them. And this is fucking, dude, this is insane. Guys, I didn't read this article. Look, I know the economy's dog shit. I know the job availability is dog shit. I just know what it looks like. So I don't have to fucking look into it. But now that I'm looking at this, I'm like, dude, this is worse than I imagined. It is way worse than I imagined. And again, the regime, Jean-Pierre, whatever her fucking name is, or stupid name, it's probably a fake name. The spokeslady for Biden, she's like, "Oh no, this is the main." You even got like the Biden surrogates, like just lying out there.
Oh, don't worry, guys.
It's like, no, dude, you just MAGA's lying. They're exaggerating. I'm like, dude, I buy my groceries. I got a mom who fucking texts me and calls me, bitches about dude, I had to give her my fucking credit card so she can buy shit. And dude, people just can't afford fucking anything. I can't even afford to drive my fucking car, and I get paid well. I have to drive a fucking motorcycle. I'm freezing my dick off in the fucking winter on my bike like a dumb bitch. Yeah, this is Biden's America. AI layoffs arriving soon. So also, along with the Biden regime fucking up the economy, now they're saying AI layoffs are arriving soon. If your job can be easily replaced by current AI technology, though it might be time to worry. Nearly 4 in 10 business leaders said layoffs are happening to replace workers with AI. 4 in 10 business leaders said layoffs are happening to replace workers with AI.
AI is not like a human brain, though. You can only code AI so much. That's the mistake companies are going to make, and then they realize they actually need the workforce because they have to fix the AI
even better than that. Okay, so let's just imagine for a second that this is real. That this is legitimate. It probably is going to happen at some point in the near future. But let's just say this year, the middle of the year, they do really well with the AI and it replaces a bunch of people. Okay, so we have a bunch of Americans that are going to be laid off, not just because of the shitty economy, but because these machines, because of this artificial intelligence, ended up taking their job. What are we going to do with them? Not only that, what are we going to do with the fucking millions of these retards from all over the world that are fucking just camping in people's lawns in San Diego or fucking living in police stations in Chicago or New York? What are we going to do with all these people?
Send them to Ukraine.
Everyone, yeah. No, for the draft, dude. If Biden ends up going to draft these people,
literally.
I'll be like, dude, I will be a part of the deportation task force. I'll be a part of I'll be the dude rounding up these idiots. I'm like, you going to Israel, boy? And they're like, "Ay, no me gusta." I'm like, "You better gusta, motherfucker. You want free housing? You want to fucking sit?" And then of course they all just perish because they don't give a fuck about them. All right, so yeah, layoffs. Dude, the economy's so dog shit. So Google likely to lay off 30,000 employees post new AI innovation. Oh yeah, I had this guy saved up. Google is. This is from CNBC Market. So Google is actively engaged in advancing its AI model, but recent indications suggest that the tech giant is not just focusing on AI development for external application, but also contemplating a significant shift in its operational structure. According to the recent report from The Information, Google is considering a substantial workforce reduction, potentially affecting up to 30,000 employees as part of a strategic move to integrate AI into various aspects of its business processes.
I'm just gonna say I'm not surprised.
Yeah, no, dude. Yeah, just get rid of these useless morons. So most of them work from home and just don't even do anything anyways. Yeah. I mean, dude, that's why I'm a puppeteer and I build guns and I'm an electrician. These fucking machines can't do my job. Not yet, at least. All right.
Oh, we're gonna have the Terminator robots do that next.
Yeah, dude, we'll see. I'll fucking kick their asses. Dude, Sarah Connor can do it. I can do it.
Right.
Let's see. So, Cafe Mommy. My husband and I make $160,000 a year, and we live paycheck to paycheck, raising 4 kids. How fucking stupid are you? If you're both making 160 grand a year, or my husband and I make 100, okay, maybe combined. I'm just gonna assume it's combined, and they can't make that work. These people are dumb. Your net income is 160K, and your mortgage is 1,700. I'm sorry, but where is the rest going? That's $11,000 left each month. Yeah. Life is really expensive right now. So, dude, even people making 160K are struggling to make ends meet. That's pretty difficult.
I mean, they might have had a lot of debt prior, but still.
Let's hear out the Cafe Mommy. So life is really expensive right now. There's no denying that many families are feeling the effects of inflation, Biden inflation at the gas pump, the grocery store, and even with things like streaming services. Okay, well, there's your problem. Why aren't you engaged in piracy? Why the fuck are you paying for Hulu and HBO and Cuckflix when you're struggling to you're living fucking paycheck to paycheck, you dumb bitch? It seems nothing is immune to an increased price yet. For a lot of people, salaries aren't rising at the same rate at the cost of living, and budgets are tight. Yeah, because you guys keep importing people who can do your fucking job, and they'll do it for pennies on the dollar. You probably vote that way. People who make this much money, the professional class, I'm just going to assume they voted for this. During the holidays, money is even tighter for families who need to provide the necessities for their families, but also want to do extra things for their kids. A mom with a 6-figure annual family income shared her financial frustrations on TikTok, and lots of parents felt the same pain. First of all, get the fuck off TikTok. Go make that fucking money. Oh, let's just watch this. Let me see what she has to say. Dude, are you ready for this cringe?
Right now. How are people tackling?
I say this all the time because me and my husband, which we have 4 kids, we live in the state of Florida. Together, we take home over $160,000 a year. Our mortgage is $1,700, insurance included, so that we can have room for our 4 kids. I have a vehicle that I need for work because I'm like a home health nurse, so it has to be reliable, and it also has to be able to hold 4 kids, 2 car seats, like the whole 9. My husband has a truck.
So that's grass.
That's basically the only luxury he has is just a 2020 truck. Our house is, gosh, over 100 years old, so it's not like we have anything super nice. Yeah, I work day in and day out. We live paycheck to paycheck. And when I say we budget, we have to talk about, like if we're going to eat out for the week, how many times we can do that. Groceries for us are $200 to $300 a week. 4 kids, we have a baby that needs special milk, diapers, and like I just remember my parents, like growing up, they made a combined salary of like $100 grand, and like we lived comfortably. We took vacations, we ate, we went to the store and it was nothing. We could, get groceries, get what we wanted, and not have to worry about extra expenses. And now we're at like a point in our lives where if something like was to mess up, like our hot water heater or one of our appliances, we would not be able to afford that. And like that's insane. And I'm a nurse, and my husband has.
All right, so daycare is also $1,500 a month.
In my voice, you can hear I'm working day in and day out. And
okay, so you guys get the fucking point. Hold on, let me lower this USB shit. All right, so I get. All right, so we got a lot of mistakes being made. She's having an allergic reaction. Yeah, probably. It looks like it. Wow. Where do I begin? First off, you need to live closer to family. You need to, or your husband's family's got to be closer, because you want grandma or grandpa around to help you take care of those kids, reduce the cost of daycare, throw a little bit of money and food your family's way, make sure that they're taken care of, and you keep the money in the family, and you don't give it to fucking strangers to raise your own kids. So that's your problem. That's one problem right there. Two, you got a brand new truck, 2020. That's relatively fucking new. It's just barely. It's a second day into 2024. So brand new truck you didn't fucking need. She's got a big ass vehicle to transport clients and her kids. Okay, yeah, I kind of get it. But is it really necessary? Is it really, really necessary? So you got two fucking brand new vehicles, insanely expensive, and it's like you wonder where your money's going. And then of course streaming services.
That's another $1,000 at least for the car payment.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely, dude. Absolute insanity. Absolute insanity. I don't know, guys. I'm not one to judge, but like I was looking behind her, and the house looked pretty nice to me. What I see is an irresponsible woman making excuses and whining and crying for the sake of whining and crying and for gaining clout. Again, why aren't you reducing your costs and getting rid of all your streaming services? Get rid of the Amazon Prime, get rid of the Hulu, get rid of the HBO, get rid of the fucking Netflix. Stop giving money to Disney. Stop wasting your money on evil fucking companies. Also, how do you vote? Did you vote for the predicament that we're in right now? Do you support the Biden economy? Do you support the Biden American agenda? Do you support this illegitimate regime? If you do, you got no fucking business going on the fucking internet and crying about your finances. Do you have an issue with an open border? Because the people that are, doing the Macarena across the border, you're competing with them directly. Your husband is competing with them directly. And you wonder why your wages aren't going up. Why are they going to go up? People's wages are devalued by the mere existence of these people in the same industry as you. Domestic work, care work. There's literally Americans that are picking up an illegal alien, picking up her kid. You guys can live with me. You get very little money, but you got to take care of my grandma or my, whatever. Guys, it's literally happening. That fucking nurse is literally competing with illegal aliens.
Yep.
But she just wants to talk about the inflation. She can't afford this. She can't afford that. She can't afford fucking Netflix. What are you doing about it? And what did you do about it prior to this?
Moving closer to, she's a traveling nurse, but the main thing is to be close to your work. I know that not a lot of people can do that because everything's just so expensive, but you have the means to do it. But if she's saying she has a $1,700 mortgage, that's really freaking good compared to other prices right now. Because I'm in the market right now. I'm looking 2024, 2025 to buy. And rates are fucking expensive right now. If you're going to move closer to your work, good freaking luck. You should have bought 6 years ago.
Yeah, dude. I know.
And I'm regretting that decision.
Yeah, dude. Same, dude. I could have bought another fucking condo, had it as a rental property, man. It would have been sitting pretty, dude. I wouldn't have had to work so fucking hard, but whatever. Let's see. Zombie Bomb. My aunt used to tell me big giant rings made her chubby fingers feel dainty. Is that why you wear them too? Well, first off, I don't feel like I have chubby fingers. I got them little tiny Trump hands. I don't know, dude. My fucking rings are dope, bro. Fucking snake. Got my Illuminati ring, dude. My fucking Axl Rose rings. I'd have to see your aunt's chubby fingers, so DM them to me on Twitter. All right, so we gotta move on. Yeah, so expenses have gone out of control. So Maddie says her budget is tight, dude. Again, like, and there's just like this epic trend of women, mostly women, and even some like fruity men that are going online and complaining about their finances. Again, I just want to know, what did you do to prevent this? Because we all had a role to play, except for me, in the horrific situation that we're in. Yeah. If you voted for or supported the regime, you literally put yourself in this position.
Side note, because we're talking about illegal immigrants coming and taking our jobs, and stuff like that. Literally, because this just popped up in my feed, so that was the audio you just heard in the background there for a second before I muted it on my phone. James O'Keefe is out here in Phoenix right now doing a report. I guess he's been out here like for a little while doing a report on the illegal immigration that's happening.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, so I guess he's dropping something big tomorrow.
Yes, I saw the clip. I saw the thumbnail. I didn't see it, but we'll have to check it out. We'll probably have to talk about it next week.
Yeah, I'm down.
All right, guys. So we got a couple 304 stuff, and then we got some bookmarks to go through, and then it's pretty much gonna be it. So, dear Penny, will I crush my boyfriend's dreams by charging him rent? All right, dear Penny, I live with my boyfriend of 12 years. Okay, 12 years. Why don't you guys get married? We have always rented and split expenses. He owes me over $8,000. I helped him with truck repairs, car payments, credit card debt, among other things. I do all the cooking and clean up and buy most of the groceries. Damn, dude, he must dick her down real fucking good. That's a lot
as
of
a
money.
woman, just saying that aren't they
dude.
supposed to
Dude, he's probably,
just saying.
he's probably taking care of business or something, dude. She's putting up with a lot of shit. So we have moved around a lot because of his work. I end up leaving good jobs that I have been moving up in. I finally decided I want to buy a house and stay put. I have a good job and I'm tired of moving and looking for work. He has a small piece of land he wants to build a home on, mainly for hunting, but also to retire to. I will never have any ownership of this property as it is on tribal land. Ooh, yucky. So, never mind. Disavow. This is a gross relationship. There is no work near there for me to make a living. If I did move again, I don't know what he will do to earn a living either. Is it wrong for me to expect him to pay rent and split utilities if I buy a house and he lives there while he's working to build a home elsewhere? His credit is bad and he is very poor at managing his finances. He has trouble coming up with his half of the, okay, we're just gonna stop there. Yeah, charge him fucking rent. And you know what?
Get rid of him.
Yeah, first off, get rid of him, dude. Like, you have all these fucking plans. You know, you got real shit going on, and like, you're dating a retard. Yeah, so let's hear what Penny has to say. Dear T, wanting and expecting aren't the same things. It's 100% reasonable to want your boyfriend to pay bills for a house he lives in. Expecting him to do so is a different matter. A person's past behavior is a good predictor of their future behavior. Use your boyfriend's 12-year track record as your crystal ball. Dude, imagine living 12 fucking years for free on like some woman's dime. And like, you fuck, dude, what a fucking loser. Oh god, dude, women are so dumb. Why do they put up with this? They'll put up with a fucking like this fucking basic bitch loser guy, but they will never settle for like, you know, like a short king who's got like an IT job or something, and he'll be like all fair and shit. But a bum, they'll put up with it for some reason. Will he agree to pay for expenses and actually do it, or will he treat this dream home that you'll never have a stake in as the love of his life, assuming he can even get financing to build it, and brush off his obligations to you as an afterthought? Your boyfriend can also draw reasonable conclusions based on your 12 years together. He's stiffed you on $8,000 plus mini bills while also counting on you to rescue him from bad choices. He's not wrong if he expects that the consequences for disappointing you will always be non-existent. You have a few options. You can budget for 2 people on your income alone. That way, whatever money he does give you will feel like a windfall. You could also make your boyfriend sign a lease, spelling out his responsibilities. That's typically a good move for any couple moving in together, since kicking someone out who doesn't have a lease can get complicated. But for the agreement to have teeth, you'd have to be willing to take him to court if he fails to pay, just as you would any ordinary tenant. Yeah, we're just gonna stop there. Yeah, she needs to put her fucking foot down, dude. This is insanity. This is a very rare moment in watchfrogs history where I'm actually gonna decide with the woman and the behavior of this against this native man, this so-called indigenous man, and I'm saying that in a snarky tone.
Hold up.
Yeah,
he has to be paid his reparations.
Fuck him. They fucking lost. Kiss my ass. Let me see.
I would love that if the story evolved to say that.
Oh yeah,
I'm not paying it. You, the white person, owes me.
Yeah, pretty much. Let's see. Her fingers are all buried and burnt or something. I don't remember what I did with them. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm just gonna text the FBI really quick. I have my grandmother's belly button in the dresser though. Fucking A, dude. Dude, we got the Jeepers Creeper in the chat. All right, so, dude, I don't know, man. Like, dude, there's women out there that'll just put up with the most retarded shit imaginable. Look at this, dude. Look at the stock photo. This woman looks like a budget Holly Berry, and then like she's with like some basic bitch white simp. All right, let's move on to the next one. Oh yeah, dude. You know the Pearly Things, the content creator. So she's been being mocked for her past. She has an affinity for Magic Americans, which is fine. You know, people got their preferences. So Sharks That Love Mud posted a comment from Pearly Things, and that has since been deleted. All right, this is going on 3 years ago. Can we let it go, please? Nervous face laughing emoji. I get it. I paid the toll, all right? Oh, so fucking funny. And of course, my only reaction is to laugh hysterically. Is he cross-eyed? I can't tell who he's looking at, me or the chicken on my plate. Oh, Jesus, disavow this hatred. Oh, shit, he is cross-eyed. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, damn. I don't know if it's like a symptom of a lazy eye. If it is, maybe not, but it's definitely collecting unemployment. Oh, all right. So I'm surprised she didn't block me. Let's see, now she's chasing trends.
I'm gonna DM her right now.
Yeah.
Like, block this asshole. He's mocking you on stream.
Let's see. Fixed it. So somebody posted a photoshopped image of Pearly Things with a black eye. It's pretty funny. What word starts with an N, ends with an R, and you should... Oh, never mind. I'm not going to read all that. Let's see. That's the ugliest Magic American dude. She could have picked two. This one will do. The white looks matched to her black guy. Dude, what the hell? Dude, the grammar here is like giving me a stroke. Anyway, he posted a picture of a neckbeard. Yeah. This looks like
trying to say something.
This looks like a wider Vito, just Waldy. Yeah. Burn the coal, pay the toll. Yeah, this is pretty funny. I can't believe she deleted that comment. First of all, I can't even believe she made that comment. I've never watched a Pearly Things video. I just don't find her that interesting. I don't know. What's her appeal? Do you know anything about her?
I have no clue who the hell this chick is.
She's like basically like Andrew Tate, but like less interesting and less funny. That's basically it.
So I wouldn't know ever to begin with.
Yeah. All right. So, all right. This is a really fucking funny clip. All right. So, buddy of mine, Sean Fitzgerald, he basically shares this. This post right here, massive cope. So let's just follow along.
The real reason why men date younger women is not because of their physical appearance, their bodies. No, because...
Yeah, it's actually one of the main reasons because, men generally want children, and the older the woman is, the harder that'll be.
Today, with plastic surgery and everything else, you barely know who is 40 and who is 18.
Actually, you can easily tell by talking with someone. And
maturity,
also the attitude, not even just maturity. I don't think maturity is not even a thing. I mean, I know plenty of like 20-year-olds that are more mature than the 35, 40-year-olds. Because a lot of these fucking 35, 40-year-old chicks, like they just got a chip on the shoulder. They're so fucking snooty and stuck up, and they're not down to earth in any meaningful way. And who wants to put up with that, dude? Like, who wants the fucking boss babe, the boss queen, the slay queen, the fucking Mary Sue? Like, who wants to date that shit? Like, it's so fucking annoying. And again, like, dude, like some of the managers that I've had in my life, like some of the best ones, and they ended up being like moms to me. And like, dude, I got no animus or hatred towards women at all. Like, that's not what I like to do. It's not what I'm about. But like this woman here, like, she just comes off as so fucking pompous. Like, she's not even looking at the fucking camera, dude. Like, she barely looks at it. She like looks away, like she's like some kind of provocative deep thinker, like fucking Socrates or
The
something.
real reason why men date younger women is not because of their physical appearance, their bodies. No, because today with plastic surgery and everything else, you barely know who is 40 and who is 18.
Dude, if I see someone with plastic surgery that kind of sort of looks my age, I'm just gonna assume they're light years older than me. I'm like, dude, there's dudes who are, and like even chicks who are like 24, 25 that look like they're fucking 20 years older than me.
Guys date younger women because they're easily manipulated. They're gonna be very happy with a few crumbs because maybe they didn't experience much in the world. They're gonna be just easily impressed. And it's way cheaper to date a younger girl.
Yeah. Guys, without mocking this woman's appearance, without being a total fucking asshole, I'm gonna lay out a real world scenario to you. Something that is so plausible, and like this is what like a lot of women like this don't understand. Like me personally, I prefer and I do date younger women. I like young women. I like 18-year-old, 19-year-old, fucking 20-year-olds. They're fun to be with. We'll go out dancing, we'll go have fucking wine, we'll party and chill. And let's pretend I'm dating this 40-year-old woman on the screen. She is pretty, I'll give her that. But she's significantly older. Now, I'm a family-oriented guy. This is a family-friendly content show. I want healthy children. I don't want complications in life. I want my children to survive birth. I want the woman to survive birth. Someone like this does not be appealing to me. But here's another scenario that a lot of people just don't appreciate. Now, Spencer, bear with me. Imagine you're on a date with a 4-year-old woman like this. You're on a date with her, and maybe you go to like a high school reunion or a college reunion, or you're like at some friend group thing, or you're at a family event or whatever, and everyone around you is talking about things that your girlfriend did in the past. You know, I went on this vacation of a lifetime. I went to this cool event. Oh, I had this amazing career. I did this and did that. She's 40 years old. How many dudes did she fuck on those vacations? How many other boyfriends did she have when she's telling these stories? And people are going to talk around you, by the way. They're like, oh, yeah, I remember you and Tom, you did this. Oh, you and Chad, you did this. Oh, I remember when you and Mohammed had this epic vacation in Dubai, so on and so forth. They're going to talk around you like you don't fucking exist and like you don't matter. And you're going to have to hear these stories and all these adventures, many of them sexual, that your fucking 40-year-old girlfriend has been involved in. And you're just supposed to be cool with that. I don't know, man. It just doesn't sit well with me. Does that make sense, Spencer?
Yeah.
I mean, just you're left out of these conversations because, like, I don't know about you. Like, when I'm with the fellas, we reminisce, right? When I mean, if you've hung around like enough women like I have, they reminisce and shit too, and they talk a lot, and they're gonna be talking about some shit that your girlfriend did, or your wife did, or your fiance did, and she's doing a lot of these things with other men. It's like, oh yeah, this trip to Italy, she was with another guy. Oh, this trip to Cabo, she's with another guy. Oh, this cruise to Alaska, she's with another guy. Oh yeah, I went to this amazing concert, she's with another guy. You're left out, man. And, you know, like, you're 40 years old. In less than 20 years, you're already, like, basically a senior citizen. That fucking sucks, man.
And you'll be 60 by the time your kid's 20.
Yeah. I mean, 40-year-olds can have kids, but, you know, you really want to take that chance, you know what I mean? Like, it just... Like, none of this is appealing to me. Like, none of this is appealing to me. Not only that, it's just like... Dude, like, how are you supposed to talk to, like, how are you supposed to talk with like, I would struggle to talk with a 40-year-old more so than somebody who's a 20-year-old. Like, it's that night and day for me. Especially knowing that a lot of the things that she did, she was with another man. She was embraced by another man, romantically, of course. And, I mean, in a weird roundabout way, like, you're competing with those experiences. You're competing with the past. You're being compared to the past, her past. And it does matter. And a lot of these coping women want to pretend that it doesn't. And they want to flip the script and say that, oh, well, these guys, they just want to manipulate women. No, not really. Look, I know a lot of dudes. I talk with a lot of guys. And I don't think any of them have ever said, like, I want to manipulate her and control her in every single conceivable way and keep her wrapped around my finger. No. This cartoonish, villainous version of man just doesn't really exist, and if it does, it's a very few amount of guys. But this is a cope. Let's just read Sean Fitzgerald's response. The plastic surgery makes a 40-year-old look 18 point to silly. Yeah, it's beyond silly. He's a lot nicer than I am. It's just because she's easily manipulated point is nonsensical coping from someone who is likely easily manipulated herself. Based. But the price point is accurate. Dating is cheaper with youth. Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, dude, like women my age, they're so difficult to please. They're so difficult to date. And I just don't even bother. Again, maybe for a night, you know, whatever, but nothing serious because they have so much fucking baggage and it's just not something I really want to deal with.
Especially as women get older though, too. I mean, they kind of realize where they fucked up in the past. And then they're going to go back. If they have the option, they're going to go back to someone that it could have worked out with, but they just choose for whatever selfish reason that, you know, I'm just going to break up with said individual.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you see that a lot as well. And this is if you talk to your exes at all. Not always recommended, but, you know, you can end a relationship cordially.
Yeah, I don't talk with my exes at all. None of them.
Yeah, but
there's no point. I just block them and move on. I mean, it's over. It's over.
Plenty of fish in the sea.
Oh yeah, more than enough. But you know, but when it comes to dating seriously, and like, look, like this woman, she is pretty. You know, I'll give her that. But again, this attitude is not appealing to me. You know, like I think I mentioned, like I met this really cute girl at McDonald's, and she was just a cashier, and one of my buddies was trying to set me up. Did I tell you this? Like one of my buddies.
No, you didn't tell me this one.
Oh yeah, well, one of my buddies was trying to set me up with his wife's nurse friend because his wife is like a nurse or a doctor or something, and
So she's probably got the VADS.
something like that. Yeah. So she wanted me. Yeah, I know, right? The COVID's pharmaceutical product injection. But yeah, he wanted to set me up with his nurse, and I was like, dude, I don't really want to fucking date a nurse, bro. Like they're just too snooty and stuck up for me, man. Like I'm not really about that. Like, and I told him, I was like, I met this really cute girl at McDonald's. She's a cashier. And like she's really fucking pretty and she's so fucking cool and she's got like this alternative like hipster scene chick thing. I'm like, dude, that's my type. And then he fucking told the dumb bitch what I said. So she fucking messages me and she's like, oh, well, have fun with your broke bitch. Have fun with your dumb bitch. And I'm like, dude, like I don't give a fuck about your money. Like I don't care if you make more money than me. I don't care if you make more money than that girl. Like your money doesn't impress me. Your career doesn't impress me. Your fucking boss babe attitude is not cool at all to me at all. Like in any meaningful way. Like it's just that's just how real guys think. They don't real fucking men think. Like it's just none of this shit is appealing to me.
Men are historically the breadwinners, so it's like, I mean,
let's see. That's bizarre as hell. What is wrong with all of your exes? Well, I mean, not all of my exes have issues. I mean, one of them was like, you know.
Me. I don't know.
Oh, you? Oh.
I don't know if clarify with that, Roki. Are you talking to me or Gio about that?
Yeah, who are you talking to, Rookie? You gotta be hyper specific here. But yeah, yeah, I'm just like at a point where like the thing is just like money just never really like impressed me anyways. Like I just don't fucking care. Like I don't care. I don't really trust people who are like always bragging about money or always talking about money. Like it's just not interesting to me. I think you're fucking lame if you do that shit. And you know, rich people don't even fucking talk about money like that. Like it's like fucking Eric July, dude. That guy's so fucking weird, man. Hold on, let me see this.
Yeah.
I have one. I don't really speak too much because he's had a bastard child, and that's just nasty. And one who hit on me too much, but I talk to the other ones all the time. Oh, okay. So she's probably talking to me. Yeah, no, I block. Like, look, I value my time. I don't give a like. Look, there were a couple women that I absolutely loved and adored. And maybe like one or two of them were like the ones I got away, but I had to move on. In many instances, it wasn't even my choice. Like my college sweetheart, she left me. She left me when I was dying. And there was like another girl that I was dating after her, like immediately after her. Like I loved her to death. She was wonderful. She was pretty. And she was a redhead too, and I love redheads. But she had her own personal problems. But in a lot of cases, like, dude, like if you're my ex, it's fucking over. Like I have zero reason to talk to these women ever again. Now, I'm not trying to fucking brag, and I can't believe I'm fucking saying this, but like, I don't need any more friends. I have way too many friends. I don't need to be friends with my exes. I gain nothing by being friends with them.
Yeah.
I don't talk to women that I'm not sleeping with. I don't talk to women that I'm not like dating seriously or anything like that. Like, I just don't waste my fucking time doing it. There's just no point in wasting my time doing that. Like
girls that you're that you've met out in public. Let's just clarify that.
Yeah.
I was like, that was very ambiguous there, Gio.
Women that I meet on these dating sites. Well, right now I'm thinking about making a profile on jdate.com because right now the J's are taking a lot of L's, they're taking a lot of heat, and I just gotta let them know that I'm so not hateful and not bigoted or anti-Semitic that I will even engage in J dating. Because look, Ashley St. Clair is pretty cute, but she's like retarded. So, proudly exclaiming that you are not to be trusted. What do you mean I'm not to be trusted? Because I don't waste my time talking to fucking my exes? Hold on, explain yourself, Rookie. I want to know what you mean by that. Look, guys. Like your time is so valuable, and that's also another reason why so many guys are jaded and resentful because they're trying to talk up these women, and while they're wasting their time talking to them, trying to get them to find interest in them, they're getting digged down by Chad and Tyrone and Alejandro.
Probably.
Yeah, so it's like, dude, like you're just wasting your time. Like there's just no need to talk with people who are not going to give you the time of day.
Yeah,
There's no, yeah, go on, Spencer.
To me, I was gonna say it depends on the individual though. If something ended a certain way and you can be friends with them like after the fact, okay, whatever. But like I don't know, that's just me. I always try to be friendly with people until they cross the line, then I'll cut them out of my life. And I guess I mean there's a lot of my ex-girlfriends I don't talk to, right?
Yeah.
There's one I'm talking to right now because she hit me up out of the blue and was like, she basically apologized. I told you the story. She apologized for what she did and was trying to make amends.
Mhm.
And I respected that. And I said, okay, well, I'm not jumping back into dating you. We can be friends.
Yeah.
And take it from there.
All right. Well,
That's different.
Yeah. She just said, weird to consider your time valuable when you spent lots of time or lots of it with chicks you'll never talk to again. Look, I don't plan for things to go sour. I don't plan for things to go south. And again, in many such cases, like not many, but in some cases, they were the ones that left me. They left me behind. They abandoned me. And in one case, I was literally dying. And there's just no need to talk with them or waste my time talking with them. I don't know how to put it. I just genuinely think it's a waste of time. I think a lot of these young guys, a lot of just people in general, waste too much time texting women, calling women, and like life is short, man. Like you only get one chance at this shit for now. And wasting my time talking with women that I used to be with is just not something that interests me. And I also like do that with like friends too. Like, dude, like I changed phone numbers and I only like gave like 3 or 4 people my phone number because I was just over it. I just don't have fucking time to waste on stupid shit like that anymore. On useless friends, fake friends, ex-girlfriends, and in many cases, I'll just block them on social media. Again, I'm not like going guns blazing and like being all angry and resentful and talking shit about like exes and stuff. Because again, I didn't do any of that tonight. Even though things didn't go the way that I'd like, I'm not talking shit or disparaging them at all. They made their choice. I made mine. And a lot of people just don't seem to like that. It's so weird that Rookie's responding like this because like one of my more recent girlfriends, again, it just wasn't working out. And we broke up and I ended up blocking her. I blocked her on fucking all my socials. And I was like, I'm going to just leave it alone. And I moved on. And then I was with, not my college, more like a kind of like a high school sweetheartish sort of thing. And I was like, oh, I'm going to use a fake name. She's like, hey, my ex is like, hey, what are you doing? I was like, dude, like, why are you texting me? Like, you fucking, like, it's not going to work. Like, you're being an asshole to me. Just like, we're not happy. And I'm just like, oh, I'm just with Sally right now. She's like, who the fuck is Sally? I'm like, what do you give a shit? Like, we fucking broke up. Like, we're not going to be friends. And she's like, oh, and you blocked me for some reason. There's just no need to talk with you. There's just no need to, I'm not going to waste, I don't want to fucking look at your pictures. I don't know I don't want to know what you're doing. Like, it's a waste of my time. I wouldn't expect you to spend actual alone time with them texting for hours, but just the whole blocking and avoiding people is weird. You run into people, you talk. It's always pretty fun. I don't think it's fun. If I'm out and about, I'm working. If I'm out and about, I got plans. I'm going to meet up with the homies. I'm going to meet up with the fellas. I got a concert to go to. I got people that are waiting on me. I'm not going to stop and waste time talking to an ex. Why would I waste my time talking to an ex? Am I going to sleep with that woman? No. Or is she going to invite me to a barbecue? No. Am I going to invite her to one? No. Is she going to hang out with me on my birthday? No. Is she going to buy me holiday gifts? No. Like, just fucking move on. There's no need. There's honestly no need. And yeah, you're right. People do run into each other. And that ex that left me when I was fucking dying of the whooping cough, I ran into her. Last year in the summer, I was with I had this girl staying with me for a couple weeks, and we went out, and I fucking run into her in a group of friends, and I look at her, and then I look away. I was with her for like 4 fucking years, man, and it fucking ruined my day. Like, I just don't want to see her. I don't want to fucking see these people. Hello, barbecues are literally most of what we do. Well, not right now. It's a little too cold for that, but yeah. All right, well, goddamn, Rookie, you're like grilling me and shit. I mean, I get it, but like, I don't know. I just like, here's the deal. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong for having this mindset, but I don't want my future girlfriend, fiance, wife, whatever, to be hanging out or talking with or being super friends with her fucking exes. I don't want that shit. Dude, there's dudes out there who fucking like have a bone to pick with me because I used to sleep with their girlfriends or their wives or whatever. And
I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Like where
So it's like, dude, they don't want me around no more. Like one of my best friends in college, me and her hooked up, and now she's like married and she had like 2 kids or whatever. And I remember one day, like, oh man, maybe I'm wrong for saying this, but she invited me. She's like, hey, you should take me out to lunch. I'm like, you got a fucking boyfriend. At the time, I was like, you got a boyfriend? She's like, oh, well, we can still go as friends. I'm like, really? And I said no. So yeah, fuck that. Let's see. I mean, reaching out, it is kind of rude. It is for some business. They can state that it's instantly, but they got to be careful how they approach. Yeah. And that's where like half. Hold on. And that's where like half the new people get met. Okay, well, meeting new people is one thing, rookie, but like maintaining any sort of contact or friendship or relationship or connection with an ex is a totally different thing. I just think it's a complete waste of time to talk with an ex or to waste time with an ex, especially even more so if they initiated the breakup. If you're a guy and your girl or whatever breaks up with you, block them everywhere. Maybe like even the phone, just fucking block her fucking phone number. There's just no need to talk with that person ever again. If they abandon you, if they broke your heart, they broke your trust, just fucking leave them. I'm not even fucking kidding, guys. Like that's what I do. Zero drama in my life, zero issues in my life. Like some of the, besides not boring women, yeah, just like getting away from people who fucking hurt you is not a bad idea. Who betrayed your trust and shit, not a bad idea. It's actually a great idea. All right, let's look at the bookmarks really quick before we bounce.
Yeah, it turned into a relationship stream tonight.
I guess, man. I mean, like, I'm just gonna be honest. I'm just so at odds with Rookie's like beliefs here. Again, I don't want my fucking girlfriend hanging out with some or talking with her fucking exes. That does not sit well with me at all. I don't know, guys. Let me know in the chat. Does that make me insecure? Because, dude, I'll tell you this. Dude, women in my life, they're like, oh, I don't want you talking to her. I want you to fucking block her.
I mean, hanging out with them. Like if it was someone from let's just say this, it would have to be situational. Like how long were they together?
Yeah.
Is it like family or friend type deal? Like there's got to be a little bit more to the story than just I think black and white. Although it's definitely easier to put it from a black and white perspective where you don't talk to the ex, you don't talk to whatever. Because I mean, look, I could put it this way: this girl I dated in high school for a little bit, right? When I was back in high school. You know, me and her have been friends ever since, but it was like, would it be weird if I said, yeah, this girl that I liked back when I was in high school, you know, I'm still talking with her would it be weird just to say it to like a new girlfriend that I'm dating? I don't think so, because A, she's in another state, and B, it's like me and her are just friends. Like there is no action that has happened between us. So it's like, you know, it's just I guess it's more situational. I guess is the.
I like this one right here. It's strategically tree-tarded to let emotional ex have access to your new potential wife. Yes, 100%. Ultimate red pill. Just amen.
I disavow.
Yeah, she's
that
like,
comment.
You know what? Oh, this is getting a little complicated.
Oh, wait,
I'm just gonna fuck guys.
I got something for that.
Gay. You know what? The cheese vault. I hope you find the cutest, most loving, adorable boy, and he treats you like the man that you deserve to be treated as. I want him to hold you the way that you deserve to be held, and I support your rainbow marriage. So yeah. Goddamn. All right. So
I need to say that one with the oh my.
Yeah. No, dude, you can't play a George Takei clip because George Takei is cringe, and he's a PDF file. Let's see. God damn it, Cheese. Yeah, I already found him. It's you. God damn it, Cheese. You know what, Cheese?
You know what? I think you just exposed what happened. What happens in Vegas ends up on the internet.
Yeah, me and Cheese had the most passionate cuddle sessions when he was out here.
Who was Big Spoon? Who was Little Spoon?
That's why he's no longer a part of the show. He became a jealous lover when I moved on with another girl. As soon as they left,
so he was the Big Spoon. You became the Little Spoon. That was
I don't know about all that spoon stuff, but all right, well, enough of me and Cheese's sexual escapades. We got this hilarious story. I don't know if it's fake. I don't know if it's satire. I'm gonna need you guys to chime in. All right. Before I read this, all right. So there was, I don't remember who did the joke. I think it was in the Susstown Discord channel, but it was like one of those jokes where it's like, all right, Gio and Cheese walk into a bar. Cheese asks, "Hey, is this a gay bar?" And then the bartender's like, "It is now." And I'm just like, yeah, it's pretty fucking good. We was cold. MTMG. It was in the middle of summer, dude. It was during the emo convention. We was cold and she. All right, so I gotta read this story. Let me know if you guys think it's fake. All right, so it's from Reddit. The transformer male to female sub got misgendered in mock today in a bakery. Hey, ladies. Yeah, sure. Today I went to a bakery to buy a cake for my partner's birthday. After I had bought it, the shop worker told me it's so wonderful that men are able to express themselves how they like now. She looked ancient and she looked about 90, although she clearly wasn't that old. Okay, that's contradictory. As she was still working. Okay. I think she thought she would come across as a clueless old lady, but I saw through this and could tell she was a TERF. Which is trans exclusionary radical feminist or something like that. Yeah, so she had this annoying smug TERF smirk on her face. Okay, and she put this annoying emphasis on the word men. It pissed me off and made me so angry. I hate how old people try to hide their hate behind pretending to be clueless and ignorant when no one could be that ignorant. It was also so obvious I was a woman. Yeah, a lot of you fucking idiots think that. And I'm just like, yo, what the hell this fucking dude? This dress like doesn't even fit them right. I was wearing a full face of makeup. Have been on HRT for a year. And now I have visible boobs. And my cleavage was very much on display. I was wearing a skirt and tights and had long hair. I don't know how she could think I was a man. She was clearly a TERF. Trying to ruin my day. I was angry, but I stayed calm and calmly said I was in fact a woman. She had a look of clearly fake surprise on her face. Before I continue the story, funny story, guys. Funny story. All right, so I was at this concert at the Brooklyn Bowl, and look, I don't know what this person's gender identity bullshit was. I didn't ask, and I didn't hate them. I'm not hating here. I'm just observing reality. Mm-hmm. We're in the mosh pit. I see what is clearly a fucking dude in a dress jumping around in the fucking pit. I've seen this person multiple times. No hate, no animus. Everyone's welcome. Everyone's having a good time. They did nothing wrong. But I can tell that this is a fucking dude when it's dark as shit. I don't have the best eyesight in the world to begin with. It's a fucking dude. You mean to tell me people can't tell you're a dude in a bakery that's well lit? Sorry, that doesn't pass the smell test, sweetheart. Or dude, bro. Behind me waiting, the queue was a cis man. That's a bigoted slur. What she meant to say is behind me waiting in the queue was a straight, proud white male who looked about 40 and a young girl who looked about 6 and was presumably his daughter. He then said in a mocking tone in response to me stating I was a woman, "You're clearly not." I hated that he thought it was okay to mock me and my identity. And was almost laughing at me. I'd be fucking laughing too. I was so angry. And even though I wanted to punch him in the face, I stayed calm and stated again that I was a woman and explained that trans women are women. He again tried to mock me. And he was like, just because you got makeup on don't make you a woman. You're clearly a man. Deal with it. I was so angry at this point, but I managed to control myself. I think because he had his daughter with him, made me feel like I had to set an example for her. Okay. I asked him why he felt the need to do this, and he accused me of yelling at the old lady, and he was standing up for her, which was just a blatant lie. I don't know. Transformers are notorious for being liars, so I'm going to have to side with a straight white male. Then his daughter randomly started crying. She was clearly extremely spoiled, and this was why. However, he blamed me for this, even though all I was doing was defending myself against blatant transphobia. Then the old lady who had previously appeared a bit detached from reality and in somewhat of a trance suddenly sprung to life and started shouting at me to get out. She was shouting at me and not this man. Even though he had been constantly provoking me and mocking me, I decided to leave as I didn't want to stay there anymore.
This next paragraph, though.
Oh, yeah. Oh, here we go. It just pisses me off that we have to deal with hate crimes like this on a daily basis, and no one cares and will do anything about it. That's right. I don't give a shit. I will never lift a finger to do anything about it.
What is the legal definition of a hate crime? Oh, wait, there isn't, because First Amendment.
I want to report it to the police, but I know from experience that they won't do anything about it. It also pisses me off that he did this when his daughter was right there. What kind of example does he set for her? And it makes her think this kind of behavior is acceptable. First off, that's not your kid. Mind your own fucking business, you weirdo. I feel sorry for her that she has him as a father, as he is just cruel and nasty. And she is being raised to think this is okay. Also, she just seemed so spoiled. That doesn't make any sense. Whatever. And I hate that our society thinks it's okay to raise a child to think this much hate is okay. I just feel pissed off with the whole thing. And it also just shows that now that just fucking government being transphobic cons and blah, blah, blah. Dude, she goes fucking crazy at the end. All right, then. All right. Is this fucking fake or what? What do you think?
I want to speak to your manager.
Yeah. Dude, let's identify this bakery. All right, let's see. Why are we giving this trash attendant? You better have some good jokes.
I just posted it.
Yeah, let's see. Sounds fake as fuck, to be honest. Even if something happened, the story is probably super ultra. Oh, man, you're probably right. All right, well, we're going to have to move on. It's probably fake. All right, so on the topic of the TERFs.
I think it's actually legit, though, Gio, because dude, these people have been just nonstop, like, you know,
Look, I was in Lake Las Vegas. Kind of. Here's why I kind of think it's real. I remember I was at Lake Las Vegas, and there was this like big kayaking event out in the lake, and I had all my stuff out there. I was ready to rock and roll, and I was waiting for them to start letting people into the water. But I was chilling outside this not convenience store, but this grocery store. Now there's this very specific grocery store in Lake Las Vegas. It's like actually meant for the residents, and they have designated parking just for those people. Somebody was unloading a bunch of shit, and the guy was like waiting for something, and he gets out of the car, and he's like standing in this parking spot, and he's just standing there, and like this woman who clearly lives in like Las Vegas, she's like, can you please move or what? He's like, oh, I identify as a car. Fuck you, lady. And he was just like being like such a piece of shit and just like a bad representative of like MAGA and stuff. And I was like really embarrassed. And I was talking with, she's like, are they like, is this really fucking happening? Like, is he allowed to do this? I was like, man, I don't think he is. I think he's out of line. Like, you obviously fucking live here. I live in Henderson too, but I don't live in Lake Las Vegas. And like, dude, like this whole like people talking shit, and it being like political and stuff, like it does happen. And I've gamed with Transformers before, and they do behave like this. They do literally fucking behave exactly like this. And it's very possible. I wish it was true though. Yeah. I'm going to lean more towards it's true.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, Lake Las Vegas, though, isn't it pretty, like, Republican over there? Because it's, like, those multi-million-dollar homes on the lake.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just because you're rich doesn't mean you're, like, MAGA or anything like that. And the lady was, she was Asian, if it matters. And she was, like, really, like, sweet and kind and, really soft and stuff. So, like, she probably didn't have that temperament. And again, I don't know what her political views were. But, yeah, and the guy was like, hey, everybody. He had, like, a group of his people with him. And he's like, hey, I just identified as a fucking parking spot. It was so fucking funny. And I'm just like, dude, this is so fucking embarrassing and cringe. And again, it's like, I like ideologically align with these dudes, but like, I'm also like pro decency and shit, like legitimate public decency, being civil. And I mean, dude, it was awful. So
the best parallel I can think to that is, do you know how those people that have the trucks that roll coal all the time?
Yes.
They're like, yeah, bro. I don't want to say yeah, brother. I mean, but it is that like that type of like kind of like redneck type deal that we're gonna roll coal and just be assholes. There's that type, which you might politically align with on some topics, but then they're just assholes in public.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see the type.
Well, and kind of like, honestly, I can't believe I was able to segue this smoothly into it. But this transformer activist, Kelly. Now, I had no idea, but I thought this was a legitimate woman. I honestly can't tell because it's the fucking internet. And the only way I know this person's a transformer is because they fucking told us. So the caption on this shitty video is, TERFs say if I use the women's bathroom, I'm invading women's spaces. Oh, fuck, hold on. I gotta mute this music. So Kelly is smiling, and then they're revealing themselves. And it looks like they got all the surgery. So they do look like a woman, at least on video. And they're also thin, and they don't look like a ghoulish leftist. So TERFs say if I use the women's bathroom, invading. And so now they're walking into what appears to be a movie theater. And the caption reads now, I don't respect bigotry and I don't respect TERFs. So TERFs is a trans exclusionary radical feminist. All right. No, I will not use the family restroom. So the family restrooms are now designated spaces for transformers to take a fat shit. So here goes Kelly going into the women's restroom. So trans, they write, your discomfort is not my problem. Okay. But it's my problem if I use the wrong pronoun. Okay, got it. So trans women are women. I'll invade your space as much as I want.
That seems like a threat.
Oh, yeah, kind of. Well, Kelly looks like a very skinny white chick.
I mean, it looks like they even had, I don't even...
Yeah, dude, it looks like they got like bone reduction surgery on the face. I mean, dude, like this looks like a real
Adam's
woman.
apple?
Yeah,
Where's
dude,
the
like,
Adam's apple, though?
Yeah, they shaved it off or something. Like, yeah. So here's a good view of the neck. And what is this?
Oh
Like
no,
a
I
one
can see
piece?
the Adam's apple just a little bit.
Hold on, let's go back. Hold on, I want to get a look at that.
Go back.
Oh, there it is. Ah! You ain't fooling no one, sweetheart. Oh.
Yeah, I see that thing, and like, it's a trap.
Okay, all right, fellas. So at a glance, Kelly might trick some fools on the internet. Kelly might catfish some brothers on the internet. However, this is how you can tell this ain't a fucking real woman. For those of us who've actually like fucking been with chicks, they have a very distinct smell. Like it's kind of like Al Pacino's scent of a woman. That's a fucking real thing, guys. Like women have a distinct smell. You can fucking smell a woman. Really, like it's a smell so unique. No guy has ever had that stench on their body. And I feel like I would never be fooled. Yeah, I just can't imagine a situation where I'd be fooled. And again, I mean, now that we're examining this a lot closer, yeah, there's a big ol' Adam's apple right there. But with that being said, as an ally to all people and as a content creator who makes content for everyone, Kelly is so valid. Please give me money. Left wingers, give me money. All right, so what do we got here? I don't give a fuck about this Aaron Rodgers shit. Yeah, the Epstein list. Jimmy Kimmel was Aaron Rodgers, the football player, is accusing Jimmy Kimmel of being on the list, and Jimmy Kimmel is chimping out. Really funny. I guess we'll find out in a couple weeks. All right, so for the holiday season, consumer moments, consume confession thread 2. What have you consumed lately? So of course I write, Father, I have consumed power tools, crafting materials, and various fabrics to create puppets for clients. I enjoyed the consuming process. Please forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Oh, God, I misspelled that. However, it's for the purpose of making people happy. Yeah, I'm happy to announce I am making a puppet for Vito Giswaldi of the Biggest Problem in the Universe podcast, and I'm very excited. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that I can get it done by the end of the week. I do plan to get it done before the end of the week, or at least the majority of it done by the end of the week, and it's going to be a blast. It's going to be really funny, and I really think they're going to enjoy it. Fortunately, the guys over at the Biggest Problem at the Universe, they're only 4 hours away from me, so I'll be able to get that thing shipped out to them relatively quickly. And I have no beef with Vito. I never really had genuine beef with Vito. He did block me a long time ago when the Cuties drama, I think that was like over a year ago, popped off, and he was making stupid comments about it. And I said some things about Vito that were not true. I called him names and stuff, and I was out of line, guys. And I'm not being fucking sneaky or snarky or anything like that. Like, I aim to tell you guys the truth and to be as brutally honest as I possibly can. And it's a lot harder than it seems. And that also, I'm also applying that kind of way of thinking to how I interact with people online. And also, I'm just a huge believer in treating people how they want to be treated. Now, I don't want to be defamed. I don't want to be accused of things I didn't do. And I didn't extend that courtesy to Vito. And I, of course, apologized to him. And he accepted the apology. He did unblock me. And I am making that puppet. And I really hope that they enjoy it. And they do a lot of really funny things with it. And, you know, earlier in the show, I was talking about Ashley St. Clair. She credibly accused a man of murdering his wife. And I don't believe that he did it. I believe that he is innocent. And people are innocent until proven guilty anyways. And defaming people is really fucking lame, especially when you have the backing of individuals like Elon Musk to protect you. Fuck Ashley St. Clair. Only pussies apologize. Shut the fuck up, General Nutsack. How dare you? All right? I'm trying to establish. Dude, I burned so many fucking bridges at this point, okay? I'm not going to be in with the right-wing griftosphere. I'm not religious enough to be cool with the religious griftosphere. And dude, it's like Riley, Dick Masterson, and Vito, and Nick Recato. Like, that's it. Like, I'm out of the fucking loop now. Like, I'm just not cool enough to be with anybody. Well, fuck that. I'm cool. I'm too cool to be with the fucking Air July's friend group or whatever. You gotta jerk it in the pup. Fuck you. I'm not jerk.
Oh, what if that's what they're doing with it?
Ashley St. Clair, the porn star. Yeah, Ashley St. Clair, the porn star. I don't even know she was a porn. Dude, okay, guys, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys. So like, I make content and I met a handful of people. However, like, I don't really know what like they all really do because I don't really like consume so-called right-wing content or whatever. Like, I got my own unique opinions. I have my own unique worldview, and most of it comes from like real world experience, professional experience, and I just don't really like care to listen to fucking like Ashley St. Clair or like Lauren Southern. Like, why would I listen to these people? Like, I don't know who they are. They're also like women, you know. So like, I just in politics, so like I just don't really care. And you know, like I give people the benefit of the doubt. Like when they're in the background, I'm like, oh, I guess she's cool. She's one of us. But no, I mean, when you look into it, not really. You know, like some of these women, like the Leanne Starr. Yeah, there's a lot of content creators that are drug addicts, that are thugs, that are swindlers, that are tricksters. They're good for nothing tricksters. You know, people like Eric July. Dude, that guy's a fucking swindler. Dude, that guy came out. And because young Clipper Riley was doing, he's doing like these hate streams, and it's so fucking funny. And like, dude, like Eric July likes to brand himself as like this good, wholesome Christian. And like, he'll leave comments on the videos of his music backwards, and he's like, "Oh yeah, we don't use cuss words, you know, because we love and respect the children, we love and respect the community and God, and blah blah blah." But dude, like, he's dropping F-bombs, G-bombs, slurs. He gets to get away with it. He gets to get away with doing all that shit. But I speak honestly about the election, and they come after me. I defend the Covington Catholic kids. I defend Kyle Rittenhouse, and videos get taken down. Videos of mine get demonetized. And I follow the laws, I follow the rules, and fucking Eric July and his band of fucking hooligans, these fucking anti-woke culture cucks, they fucking strike my videos down. They file these false DMCA claims against people like Riley. They get them banned off of Twitter and shit. And they want to act holier than thou. They want to act better than us. Like, fuck them. I'm not, and then fuck Jeremy too. Jeremy's like, oh, I'm a man of the people. I have to help the little guy. No, he fucking doesn't. Fuck him. Jesus Christ. Like, I can't fucking stand any of these people. They're all fucking fake, dude. Like, every single one of them are fake. Maybe like Jeremy from Geeks and Gamer, maybe he's cool. Like, I got no problems with him, but like, you know, like some of the people orbiting him, they're just talentless losers, talentless fucking hacks. And it's just so funny. Like, they'll deride Vito. They're like, oh, well, he DMCA'd Andy Abortsky or Andy Worski. Well, fuck Andy Worski, dude. Andy Worski was defaming him and saying things about, calling him a pedo and shit. Like, dude, if somebody was like going around the internet and just saying things about me that are not true, and I can get them fucking banned and punish them, like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Like, that's fucking hilarious to me. Like, these people were bullying Vito, and that's ultimately when I decided to change my opinion about him. Cause like, he goes into the Yellow Flash's stream like a fucking gladiator, you know, like a fat gladiator, or maybe like a fat clone trooper or something. He's like, all right, dude, I'm just gonna waddle in there and, you know, fight these idiots. And like, they're just all fucking ganging up on him. And like, he just seemed more genuine and more honest than any of those people have ever been in the years that they've been making content. And yeah, I like Vito. I like Vito. I just think he's a good dude. I don't like all of his opinions. I think his libtardism is fucking cringe, but I don't hate people because of their beliefs. I hate people because of their actions. and their hypocrisy. And again, it's like, dude, how can you claim to promote freedom and promote free speech when you're filing false DMCA claims against people when they didn't even break the law? How can you claim to be a good Christian when you're calling Christian ministries fake? You call those people fake, and you tell your fat, disgusting nerd fans to attack them. Or when you're Melanie Mack and you cheer on the burning down of churches because like one or two people who run the church are shitheads. Like innocent people could have been hurt. Like fuck them. Like I'm fucking over it, and I'm not gonna apologize for my speech. And I don't know. Look, I know you've hung out with these people, dude. I know you go to these events. So you don't have to. You can disavow me, dude. But like,
I'm just listening, man.
I don't know, man.
I judge people by their character, the way they act. I mean, like, look, I'll give an example.
Yeah.
Like, at Amfest, met Alex and a couple other people.
Yeah.
Cool. Who are you? Oh, you're that person. Oh yeah, I follow you on Twitter. Okay, cool. Whatever. You know, just like. Treat everyone with respect. Treat everyone like you would me and you. Like we just be cool with other people, and usually they'll be cool back. I mean that's usually my MO, right? Is I'll do that, and you know if someone rubs me the wrong way or does something, it takes a lot to piss me off. But I mean, if someone rubs me the wrong way or starts saying shit behind my back, yeah, okay, well then probably not gonna talk to you or whatever, or just. Like with your situation where there's just kind of like, oh, this person's not genuine or whatever, where you're talking about like these other content creators. Yeah, I mean, I could see that, but I guess I've been lucky enough not to really have any of that drama this year.
Yeah, well,
the only drama I had was other shit, which thankfully I'm past.
Yeah, of course. Well, I mean, like, dude, like for the most part, like a lot of this stuff was just me, like, I was just kind of commenting, like, yeah, Isom is like a bad comic book, and then all of a sudden they're coming after my Discord channel. All of a sudden, all of a sudden, 3 or 4 of my videos got struck down on fucking YouTube for copyright reasons, for bullying and harassment, which is total horseshit. And I appealed them, and only one of them stuck. Like just total fucking bunk. Like I gotta reach out to somebody who works at Google or something, because they're out of line for fucking what they did. And
it's all subjective based on the reviewer too. Because the video that I had go back up. This is during the COVID's drama.
Yeah.
The one about masking was brought back up. And this was a guy by the name of Ethan out here. He's one of the I would call him one of the more antagonists on the right. He's the guy that was during COVID getting up in people's faces and just being obnoxious, right? And look, there's protesting the mask mandates, and then there's being an asshole. And this guy was borderline, if not crossing the line to asshole. So that video got renewed of him basically saying, this is my opinion on the masking. But the interview that I had, or the live stream that I did with Dr. Gold from American Frontline Doctors, that one was still on the shit list on YouTube because apparently, it's too controversial of a subject. And I quoted the rules to the rep, and I'm like, well, yeah, under your rules, this is a doctor talking about this subject, so it should be allowed under the rules. But the way they have it written is so subjective to the user reviewing that you get one,
dude, no one fucking reviewed it, dude. It happened so quickly, dude. It was so fucking obvious that I got fucking brigaded, dude. They just fucking bum rushed me and reported everything that they could. I had to fucking delete all of my streams, and some of them had sentimental value because I did it with my friend Cheese. I did it with one of my other lady friends. One of my first streams was one of my good friends. And it was just fun. Like I just had fun doing it. And 2023 was the first year where I streamed nonstop every single Tuesday. I think I missed 1 or 2 shows, and it was like for stupid reasons.
Did you guys have it? Did you have the audio only backed up at least for those?
Yeah, they're on Spotify. All of my content is on Spotify, so it's not like the worst thing in the world. But still, it's like.
I mean, it's still shitty.
Yeah, no, it was, dude. I took a massive fucking L, dude. Like I really, really did. And like I wasn't even like a total bastard to Eric July. I was like, look, I like the Backwards band. I think his music is pretty good. I know like some of my other buddies, my new friends, like they don't really like Eric July's music and they make fun of it and stuff like and it's all good and fun, right? But like if Eric July's band was opening for, you know, Ice Nine Kills or Falling in Reverse, and I'm like, oh shit,
band,
you
by the
know,
way,
yeah,
Ice
they're a
Nine
great band.
Kills.
And like if they were opening up for them, I'd be like, dude, I can't wait I'm gonna show up like an hour early. I'm gonna be there at the front, I'm gonna be the front row crew, and I'm gonna love this. And I was like, yeah, dude, I think Eric July was a real artist. However, he's handling this so wrong. He's silencing his so-called critics or his haters. And he's just, and then, dude, like he's just done so many things after the fact, and I'm just like, dude, fuck this. And like, I really wanted to like him. I really wanted to like, you know, the geeks and gamer type crew, but
You just gotta judge someone by their character. I mean, that's what I was getting at with that. I mean,
Yeah.
minus the other story about YouTube censorship, but I mean, I have not had as much exposure to these people as you have, honestly.
Yeah.
You're more
Fair
into the
enough.
scene than I am, so you know a little bit more of like the backstories to stuff. But like I said, when I go and meet people at these events, I'm just, you know, hey, we're gonna have a good time, you know.
Yeah, like same with like Jeremy with According, dude. Like he like had open applications for to join the Publica thing, completely ignored us. Messaged him, completely ignored us. I told him that I was being false DMCA'd and shit, and like I needed some help. And I was like, hey man, I heard you help small creators. Completely ignored us, even though he's made videos crying about like what a good guy he is and that like he's helping like all these like the little dudes and shit. Like bullshit. Like you're a fucking liar, dude. And he's a fucking grifting hack too. And like, dude, it's
Did
so,
you
like,
say anything negative about that Daily Wire chick?
Yes.
That's probably why he didn't help you, because he was so head over heels with her and like, oh, it was
Gina
Sydney Watson.
Carano? Is that
No,
it?
no, I thought it was the Sydney Watson one.
Oh yeah,
Was it
her.
Sydney
No,
Watson?
she's at the Blaze. She used to work at the
Or
Blaze.
the Blaze, yeah. Sorry, it was what was the thing? Daily Wire.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Blaze when Elijah Schaefer fallout happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean everyone was going like head over heels, like believe all women to Sydney. And look, say what you want about Elijah, but like I mean I've had the pleasure of meeting him and interviewing him. I mean, to me, he seemed fairly authentic. I mean, he makes the same type of jokes, I think, as a lot of us do in terms of. I remember for like a while that the running joke was he was identifying as a gay black lesbian. You know, like he.
It's kind of cheesy, bro. I don't really trust Elijah, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really trust that guy. But you know, kind of in a similar vein, I favorited this because I thought it was so interesting. I don't want to read this to you guys. This guy writes, the West never needed Buddhist meditation until recently because it had variants of the same thing. It had prayer, it had art music, it had mathematics, it had the best literature in the world. All these things required concentration that took a person outside himself. He didn't need this Eastern escape because he had creative escapes, which resulted in culture, not just a guy sitting in a cave. Now, everyone runs after half-naked monks or Hollywood bums do fake Kabbalah because they don't have those things. And then, of course, Cernovich writes, people were probably also more honest and connected. If you're not ripping people off to make a living, you don't need to sit in hot yoga all day next to Buddha. You feel good about yourself. You're creating jobs. You tip well. You're part of humanity. Life flows. And I just, you know, like I read that and it just resonates perfectly with me because it differentiates, you know, genuine artists and content creators from grifter hacks like Nina Infinity, the Star Wars girl, or Eric July. Like, these people are fucking frauds. And I mean, I don't, dude. The whole show was supposed to flow because I got a bunch of shit here, and I just don't really remember.
I derailed you, man. Sorry about that.
No, you didn't derail me. I derailed myself with the fucking the audio issues. How long have I been streaming? Holy shit, we've been going for 3 fucking hours. Okay, guys.
Yeah, it's 1 o'clock here, man. I was staying up for the long haul. I was like, all right, we're doing a long stream tonight. Fuck it.
Well, dude, the stream's already been long. Dude, the stream honestly felt like an eternity because the whole thing was just falling apart in the beginning, dude. Like, this is.
Well, it sounds better now, at least when I was checking.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Guys, I don't know. I'm gonna do some troubleshooting. I'll probably do a couple test streams tomorrow and whatnot. And yeah, I don't know. Something's got to give, man, because something wonky happened. So yeah, everybody who came and joined tonight, thank you so much for hanging out. Leave a like, subscribe, leave a fucking comment, talk your shit. I was trolled tonight relentlessly, and it was awful but funny at the same time because I appreciate a good troll. And Yeah, man, this is a new year. This is a new year. Dude, this is a rough fucking episode, dude. You do, Spencer, you have no idea how hard I was struggling in the beginning. I was struggling so much. Like, my audio just kept cutting out after like 2 minutes. And I had to restart the stream like fucking like 4 times. It's so annoying. I don't even want to cuss anymore, but I'm cussing because I'm mad.
Well, was it the Roadcaster that was doing it, or
Yeah, it was like it would like they would hear a pop sound and then it would cut out. You know what that's about? That sounds like clipping. It sounds like something was clipping, but I don't know what, dude. I'm like looking at the levels on the mixer and everything is fine.
What I'm checking mine right now. What we can talk about this offline if we need to. But what version of the app are you using right now?
The app? Hold up, let me see. Well, I don't have the app open. That's the thing.
Or what version of the I guess the device is it right now? Because I'm on 1.22.
Let me see. View device information. Yeah, I'm on version 1.22 as well.
Okay.
So I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what that means.
I pretty much have the same setup as you do in terms of that. I mean, I have a couple different buttons and stuff. But
well, dude, like that's the thing. Like the last 8 million streams, we didn't have these problems. So I don't know what the fuck the deal is. I'm really fucking salty about it, and I apologize to everyone. Well, I mean, I had a good amount of people hanging out tonight on Rumble, on Facebook, on the rest of the streaming apps. And again, I super appreciate you guys. And I think the trolling was really fucking funny. It just keeps me grounded. Keep fucking making fun of me. I'm not above it. I can laugh at myself and call myself a boomer, even though I pride myself in being pretty tech savvy and got video. I'm like literally helping people troubleshoot and shit. And then this happens, embarrassing. This is how I start the new year.
People are making fun of your toupee. They're making fun of your relationship.
Oh yeah, dude, my fake toupee. Dude, this is real hair, guys. This is not fucking fake. It's not fucking glued to my forehead. Goddamn. But
hey, I remember how I looked during COVID, man, when I just let my hair go out.
I don't remember you with long hair. You had really short hair when we met.
No, but this is a couple years ago, 2020, when I just my barber shut down. So it was just well, either I'm gonna do it myself or just let it grow out. And since I'm at home, screw it, I'm gonna look like a hobo.
Yeah. Well, guys, dude, we went over. Even though we didn't have a lot of stories, we still went 3 hours. I don't know how the hell my streams are going this long. I don't know. Well, anyway, God bless everybody. It's going to be all right. We're going to fucking make it. We're going to go out there. We're going to stump for the orange man. We're going to push back against the gay ops, global American empire operations. We're going to push back against the internationalists and shit. And we're going to make some fucking hilarious puppets. And, the important thing that I can impress upon everybody is to never stop making fun of people like Eric July. Never stop making fun of people like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, people like Biden, Nerdrotic, fucking Nina Stupidity. These people fucking suck. These Democrats fucking suck. These libtards suck. These fucking griftersphere cucks suck. And they deserve to be mocked. And they can't take that away from us. They can't stop us from laughing. They can't stop us from goofing. And you know what? I'm not above it either. I was getting goofed on in the chat, rightfully deserved. And I pride myself on having thick skin and a good sense of humor. And I'm not going to lie, guys. It's kind of fucking frustrating, especially when I don't want to fail you guys. I'm failing my fucking viewers. I'm failing the channel when I can't stream properly. And you guys are... Whatever, I'm over it. All right, everybody, have a lovely night. Thank you for joining. Peace out.